So there used to be a team that was bottom of the division, not looking so hot, doing, not able to get the upper hand. And now we're seeing them in the grand finals of the division. So without further ado, I'm Bearded Man, and I'm joined by the greatest Overwatch caster to join me.
Stop it, that's you.
No, to join me. Tanner, how you doing, Tanner?
I'm doing great tonight. We're here with the NECC Emergents Cyan Grand Finals.
The Grand Finals. This is it. The winner I think both teams are going to go to nationals, but after this is nationals. This is it. This is all. Both teams have been working endlessly for months trying to get to this point, and the Firebirds going from the last place in the division all the way to the top is something that you don't see anywhere. That is something happens once in a blue moon, and we're experiencing that together.
We are
tonight.
And tonight their adversaries will be the Carroll Pioneers.
Battle of Wisconsin. Carroll being a very, very close with Carthage in all sports around the campus. Absolutely. And tonight, esports is going to have to deal with that once again. Yes. We are no strangers to Carroll. We played them a couple weeks back. Carroll able to 3-0 us. However, playing us on Busan, Eichenwald, and Rialto. Busan, Firebirds coming off right away. Very strong, winning map one. Round one. Round two, not doing so hot. Holding their own, but not enough. Carroll was able to take that round. And then same when we moved to NECC base, that round went into their favor. Yeah. However, Eichenwald, map 2, Firebirds held themselves. They were strong. We almost saw the Carroll able to push the cart all the way to the end. The Firebirds pushing it so far, making it into the castle, so close to the last point. And unfortunately, Carroll was able to get the upper hand. Yes. Firebirds lost that map 3-2. Very, very close map there. And then Rialto, Firebirds had lost it quite a bit, unfortunately. But
we don't talk about Rialto.
We don't talk about Rialto. There's a reason why it's banned all the time. I hate that map.
Bruno, Rialto, both.
However, I'm excited for tonight. The Firebirds, between that last game and today, Firebirds have completely changed up their comp. And we have seen, that was, I think, the last game the Firebirds lost.
Yes.
The last team to beat the Firebirds was weeks ago, was this team.
Absolutely, because the Firebirds then adopted a strategy of more playing with what they're comfortable with than trying to fit the meta. Real quick, as everyone's joining, I think we should give a quick recap of how the Firebirds got here.
Yes.
So round one, we had, who did we have round one?
What do you mean round one?
Round one of the playoffs.
Oh, round one of the playoffs. I'm sorry. I'm like, I just discussed the last time we played.
No,
so round one, the Firebirds playing up against Highland Community College.
Yes. HCC.
Being very, very strong. I think they 3-1 them.
Yes.
3-1, 3-0.
It was a 3-1.
And that was insane because the Firebirds previously, that was the first team to play up against the Firebirds' new strategy. I think they were in first or second place at that time. And now they are on top. Round 2, last week, playing up against Concordia, Wisconsin, the undefeated team, losing 3 maps to that day, 2 of which Carroll University.
Yes, by Carroll.
One of which Concordia, Nebraska. Not sure how that happened, but now the Firebirds going 3-1 last week, destroying the team that was undestroyable, unsinkable like the Titanic.
Absolutely.
And now playing Carroll University, the team who forced those 2 maps against Concordia, Wisconsin. We are here for an amazing game tonight, and it's best of 7.
Yeah, we're going to be in here for the long haul. We might
hopefully not.
Maps.
Hopefully the Firebirds 4-0 them, but I'm expecting a very, very close series because Carroll has shown pure strength all season, and the Firebirds have shown pure strength ever since the switch in comp. So I'm very excited for tonight.
Yes, absolutely. In fact, since we already getting into the best of 7, maybe we should list out what type of maps we're going to be playing on tonight.
Definitely.
Number 1 up, we got a control map. Then after that, escort, then hybrid, then back to escort, then back to control, and then cycle it through, kind of like a snake draft. We're back to hybrid, escort, and then, if need be, we tie on one of these maps and have to go to an 8th map tonight. That will be a control map.
I'm very excited, very confident. We're probably going to be seeing map 7. I'm planning for map 7. If we don't go to a map 7, unheard of, it would be.
I mean, Hopefully we don't have to. Hopefully Firebirds get business done. We're waiting right now here on the map ban by the Carroll Pioneers, because what's going to happen is the Carroll Pioneers, they are going to, as the higher seed, first ban a control map, and then the Firebirds will pick a control map, and then is it the Firebirds or the Carroll Pioneers that get to decide if they're attacking?
It will be whoever decided to, whoever chose the map, I believe. Whoever banned the map. Whoever banned the map. It's going to be very, very solid. Now, these later maps, we are going to be down to the wire.
Absolutely.
If we reach a map 7, the escort, it is going to be 2 maps to choose from. So we're not even getting a ban at that point. So you go into those later rounds, the choices of maps, very, very small. So it's this is very, very close when it comes, very, very difficult when it comes to the map bans. So I'm excited to see how that goes. Still waiting on that map ban from the Carroll Pioneers, but going to be a very, very interesting season. Now, Carroll did play Baker in the semifinals and 3-0'd Baker. Baker was a very, very strong team as well. So that is just even more evidence to show how close tonight's going to be.
Yeah, hey, finals though. At the end of the day, nothing that happened before matters. This is where it's all coming down to the wire. Winner take all or nothing. Everything else is in the rear view.
Now, and it doesn't matter how many maps we lose. Either team loses. What matters is the end result. Whoever wins 4 maps.
4 maps first. That's what we're here to play for. And before we get started, let's see the Firebirds have their starting lineup locked in. You want to announce
Definitely. Starting lineup for the Carthage Firebirds. We are going to run a Nancakes and Hubbub on support, Psychopreds and Crazy Mage on the tanks, and we have Lunar Synergy and Donut on DPS. That is an exciting comp to see.
Absolutely. They've been the starters all playoffs long, and it's been working all playoffs long. Just in case we need to go to the reserves, though, we do have Sam, DK, and Westhoff on the bench ready to come in and either supports or tank roles respectively. Overall a very well-rounded team. I think we'll be able to deal with just about anything. But the Carroll Pioneers got a strong roster themselves. Their starting lineup, not sure what roles they're going to be playing. But we have KTM 6060, Pez, Little Duck, Silent, Space Cack, and the Grim Reaper.
Space Cake was taken, so they had to remove
Cake, backspace once. There we go.
This is going to be a very interesting map to see on the control point. It's going to definitely set the tide for the series. I know the Firebirds have spent countless hours this week and weeks prior scouting the Carroll Pioneers, so I think they have a really good idea of which roles each player is going to be running. Also, probably very easy to pick who's going to be the better player, who's going to be just who bigger threat and not a bigger threat. Absolutely. But it looks like the Firebirds are going to be banning Busan. Solid ban from Firebirds. We've always been able to win like 1 map on Busan, but never take the series. So.
All right, well, it's a good thing it's out of the way then. We'll see what the Pioneers pick coming up. While we're waiting on that, the Firebirds actually, in other esports news, have 2 other teams competing in finals this weekend.
All of our teams have been so strong this season. Every single Firebird team going to the playoffs. Valorant, unfortunately, not making it able to make it to semifinals, losing in the quarterfinals. It was a very close game on their part. They've had a very, very strong season, so it's very unfortunate, but they were able to root on the rest of the teams. Rocket League, you want to tell us how Rocket League went?
So Rocket League, the A team, continues their undefeated streak. They're going to be in the finals come this Sunday. The B team and the C team, my team and the B team, we fell Tuesday in the semifinals. The C team fell to Adrian College. They're moving on to the finals to play the 8th seed that beat the undefeated team in the first round. So, a real Cinderella story going there.
Oh, yeah.
And the B team fell to, I believe it's BVU, who will be in the finals. And League of Legends is the other team playing in the finals on Friday.
On Friday, tomorrow at 6 p.m. in the finals. I don't know who they're playing, but it's going to be an amazing match.
It will be. And speaking of matches, we got ours now. We know where we're playing.
Map 1 is Oasis. The Firebirds are undefeated on Oasis so far this season. I don't want to say anything because, again, we haven't played Carroll on this map, so Carroll might be the exact same way. I don't know the statistics on them.
Sure, both teams have been studying hard.
Oasis is going to be a very solid map on map 1.
Firebirds are ready?
I have noticed Oasis is always like map 1.
It is. It's a solid. So we've always been starting on Control, so.
Oasis, yeah.
There's already a high chance Oasis could be in there.
I'm confident. And it's funny too because both teams are using Overwatch League profile pictures. So we are going to have technically Atlanta Reign versus the I forget their name.
I don't know.
It's a team from China, and I always
Who
forget
cares?
their
It's
name.
the Firebirds.
But map 1, we are going to Oasis. I'm excited. This is going to be a very, very strong map. It looks like I'm excited. I'm curious what the Firebirds are going to pull up. Now we do have face cams now. We do have face cams.
Oh my
so
gosh,
now
they're working.
You
Check
can
that
see.
out, chat.
You can see the players in the bottom of your screen, as well as any spectators in the background. If you are here on campus or off campus and want to tune in, come on, join us down in the esports facility.
Because they barely get to have their name to the face from left to right. We have Nancakes, Lunar Synergy, Hubbub, Crazy Mage, Donut, and Psycho Prep.
It is amazing to see, and we are getting ready to start. Looks like right off the bat, this could easily change. We got Nancakes on Mercy, Psychopreds on Reinhardt, Moira on Hubbub on Moira, Lunar Synergy on the solid Cassidy pick. We know and love Lunar Synergy on Cassidy, Crazy Mage on Sigma, and Donut on Doomfist. This might be the strongest comp the Firebirds have.
Absolutely.
They're already going full strength.
For sure. And for the Pioneers, we have Pez on Ryan, Little Duck on Diva, Grim Reaper, also Doomfist, Silent on Cassidy, KTM 6060 on Lucio, and Space Cake. I'm going with Cake for the rest of that. I'm not saying Cake. Space Cake on Ana.
Now it looks like Carroll is going to be taking that side route. Now Donut is going to be trying to flank from the right side and above. He's going to jump in, knocking people around, knocking a lot of the Pioneers. Wow. And they're able to get 2 picks right away on the Pioneers. Firebirds are very strong right off the bat. We do see Kate, they're down a healer and a tank. That is very strong for the Firebirds. Firebirds are going to be running in slightly. I was wondering on the sound there now. We have sound. And Donut is already getting a pick on Silent right there. Silent able to get a pick on Nancakes. The Firebirds are down a single healer, but we have Hubbub who's going to be great for that group healing. Grim Reaper being taken out, but Pez getting a pick on Psychopreds, and Donut getting a pick on KTM once again. Pioneers, despite the low numbers, are strong on point, and Donut's already going to be using Meteor Strike on Pioneers. More and more picks going on from the Firebirds to the Pioneers. The Firebirds are going to capture point right away. Pioneers are able to knock the 14%.
Get some percentage. And that's frankly something worth noting because it's very interesting. Every time we've seen the first capture of the point, we've seen it go to probably 40, 50%. That shows how neck and neck these teams are right now.
Well, that was something interesting too, because the Pioneers, despite being low on numbers, very aggressive, and the Firebirds were still trying to attack from both. Now it looks like they're going to pull out a Nano Reinhardt right there, which is going to upset some of the Firebirds. We see the Sigma ultimate going to rise them in the air, deal half of their damage. Pez is already down despite the Nano. Psychopreds was being anti-grenaded, not able to get any heals, but able to survive due to our amazing supports. The Firebirds are able to get another fight win. Oh my god.
Counter by the Firebirds. That Ryan with that Ana ult was looking real bad there. But great play.
Oh my gosh, yes, that was
deal with it quickly.
Still anybody's game at this point because the Firebirds they need to win these fights, and now Donut falls unfortunately to Pez, who's a little bit pushed up there. Psychobird's getting an amazing shatter there though, being anti-grenaded, and we're gonna see a High Noon able to take out a little bit of our team. It is now a 3v3, I think. Pioneers might have one more player in the fight. Not quite sure. Crazy Mage is gonna be backing off. The Pioneers looks like are gonna be securing that point while they wait for the rest of the team. They all jumped at that point though. Now the Pioneers do have that Diva self-destruct and that beat drop, which is going to be a very big threat to the Firebirds. Now the Firebirds not having many ults, almost at that Graviton Surge or Flux, which is going to raise everybody in the air, deal half their damage. Their Reaper is taking a lot of damage there. We're going to see Donut trying to fight that Grim Reaper on the side. The Firebirds are still taking a lot of damage right now. Donut's in. They're able to get Pez. Pez gets a trade with Crazy Mage, but they're going to be down their tank. We're going to see that self-destruct going in. Psychobird's is able to block it, but Lunar Synergy getting picked off. The Firebirds are going to have to back up a little bit too. Donut was right there alone inside most of the Pioneers.
Yeah, but they're going to be coming back with 4 ults to work with. So I don't think, actually probably all 6 by the time they make it there.
I agree. The Firebirds are going to have some amazing ultimates to deal with, and they're going to have to win. Grim Reaper getting picked off right away. That's going to be solid. That Reaper is a very big threat. Donut's going to be running in. Probably we're going to see that Sigma ult going to rise into the air. Lunar Synergy able to get both supports in that fight. That That is going to be huge for the Firebirds.
Oh my
and
gosh.
Donut is deadly, knocking out so many people, able to stop that Reinhardt charge with his Doom Fist, as they say.
Ultimately, the Firebirds only used 2 ults in that battle, and they absolutely rolled the point.
Oh, yes.
The Pioneers are going to be coming back with 2, maybe 3 ults by the time the fight starts on point. But the Firebirds still 4 going strong, and Crazy Mage gets that damage going on Grim Reaper quick. He'll have another ult pretty quick.
I agree. Now we're going to see that shatter, but it's blocked by Psychopreds, and Donut is right there using Meteor Strike. Despite everybody being knocked down, he's able to fall down, get a pick on those Silent. However, Space Cac is going to be getting a pick on Psychopreds. Lunar Synergy there, getting so many picks. And oh my gosh, the Pioneers still holding strong though. That shield, Reinhardt is doing so much blocking with that shield, but Donut's able to get a pick on him, and the Firebirds might. Then now it's an overtime. The Firebirds just have to take care of any Pioneers on point and hold it for a little bit of time.
Oh
and the Firebirds.
On Grim Reaper.
Oh my gosh, the Firebirds are strong. The Firebirds might be able to get it. The timer's knocking down. It is now gonna be map 1 going to the Firebirds. Oh my god.
Round 1.
Oh my gosh. Now we do have some support from Rocket League captain. No, that's Peyton.
Yeah.
P Weezy in the chat, national champion for men's volleyball. Shout out to you. Shout out to the Carthage men's volleyball team. An amazing season this year, winning national championships at home too. So, but oh my gosh, round 1, solid.
Round 1 by the
Carroll
Firebirds.
was able to keep Firebirds on their toes, but Firebirds were able to come back with those ultimates, using those ultimates surgically. Beautiful.
I love that.
Surgically.
Perfect.
I've been holding on to that for a while.
Perfect wording for it.
Perfect.
In fact, I think it came down to the Carroll Pioneers. They didn't want to shake up their strategy at all. They went for the same Shatter and then Nano Ryan. And, you know, the Firebirds dealt with it once, and then they saw it coming a mile away the second time. They were able to deal with it swiftly and efficiently. Here we go, though, on round 2. We're not seeing really a change in composition for the Firebirds, except Donut's going to be on Pharah this time. We've seen him do a lot with Pharah in the semifinals.
Oh yes, right off the bat, Lunar Synergy getting pick on one of the Pioneers' tanks. However, Lunar Synergy was falling to their Echo. Donut is front and center with that Pharah that we saw so beautifully against Carroll. Now it looks like the Firebirds are going to be taking a lot of really key. They're going to be losing some assets to them right away, so the Firebirds are probably going to have to back up, re-strategize. Their Hammond is going to be right there though, doing so much damage. Psychopreds was body blocked. Being forced into the room. Unbelievable there. But the Firebirds are probably going to be back very strong. Pioneers able to secure point, and their clock is ticking. Their meter is ticking upwards, but the Firebirds are going to be back front and center. Donut's still going to Pharah despite the Cassidy on silent, but maybe I don't know. We're gonna see how that goes. Maybe there we go. Donut switching to Soldier 76, and the Firebirds have several ults at their disposal right now.
Yes, they do. They're going to have
Coalescence.
By the time we get there.
Going to have Coalescence, High Noon, and going to have Valkyrie as well. Probably going to have their Sigma ult very soon. And it looks like that Pioneers are going to be taking that high ground. We're going to see Little Duck trying to slam in, but not without taking a bunch of damage from the Firebirds. And here we go, Hubbub and a bunch of ults being used right now. Lunar Synergy able to shut down that Echo ult from Grim Reaper. Firebirds are very strong right now. We do see that minefield being placed by Little Duck on that high ground, forcing them off. But we're gonna see Donut as well in the background, almost doing enough damage to get Grim Reaper down, doing even more damage. Lunar Synergy getting that flash grenade. More and more picks going off from the Firebird. Silent getting a pick on Lunar Synergy, but Crazy Mage able to get Pez, who's playing Roadhog right now. The Roadhog Wrecking Ball comp is working out for the Pioneers right now, but we're gonna see that amazing shadow from Psychopreds, and he's just gonna come in and sweep him up, mop him up, do a lot of damage, get some really key picks, make sure that the Pioneers are maybe gonna have to retreat here. Now we see Crazy Mage 1v1ing an Ana, and it works out for Crazy Mage. Those Echo sticky grenades doing so much damage. Amazing stagger from the Firebirds on Grim Reaper though. That's gonna waste a lot of time for the Pioneers. However, the Pioneers are at 91%.
Yes, 91%, but the Firebirds do finally take the point. Theirs is going to be ticking up now. We got about three ults at our disposal. The Pioneers are coming up on a couple there in terms of Grim Reaper and a Nano Boost.
Now Pez right away trying to take A lot of the Firebirds on by himself, but only getting picked off by Donut right there, using the damage boosting Mercy. Hubbub is so scary there. Now, they are going to be using that res right there on Pez, but Crazy Mage is going to retaliate with the Sigma ult, doing so much damage. Crazy Mage able to hit the Mercy with the boulder, with the accretion, able to get a pick on the Mercy, and Pez having to force back a tactical retreat, as I'll say.
That was a great play by Crazy Mage. I'm still hung up on that flick onto the Mercy.
Yes.
That was a great play with the can't remember the name of that
accretion.
ability. Accretion?
You could call it boulder.
Boulder right there. Simpler. That's simpler.
I know.
For my mind.
I mean, it all depends on, there's always two call-outs for everything. It depends what you want to do. But we're going to see that Pez is going to switch to a Winston, being nanoed right there by the Ana, but doing a lot of damage, forcing Psychobrats and Crazy Mage to back up. Donut's going to pop Visor, getting a pick on Grim Reaper. Lunar Synergy getting a pick on Space Cake, which is going to knock them down to one healer. Only the Ana. Donut taking a lot of damage, but the Coalescence is able to keep him up. And Little Duck is using that grappling hook, trying to push people around on point just a little bit. The Firebirds are able to hold their own, going up to 83% so far on this point. Firebirds very strong, but Carroll could easily win this in one team fight. They're going to have Minefield probably for the next fight, along with probably a High Noon. So Donut taking a lot of damage from those sticker grenades from Echo. Now, the Pioneers have tried to secure top point. Hopefully the Firebirds are able to re-secure it, though, from them. They're in overtime now.
The minefield now.
There's the minefield. Crazy Mage using that shield, though, might be able to block him up. Little Duck is so low right now, though. The Ana is in the back line trying to get those long shots, trying to heal him. Ana taking a lot of damage from Crazy Mage. We're going to see that Crazy Mage ult lifting people in the air. The High Noon is going to be very scary for them. Hubbub falling to the minefield, and Little Duck getting a pick on Psychopreds, and Space Cake getting the res on Pez. This is not looking good for the Firebirds. They're going to have to do a lot of work really quick. Donut is surviving with NECC might get the res, but not, and the Pioneers are going to re-secure a point. The Firebirds need to push in right now. We do have that Visor to work from. Hubbub is going to be doing some poke damage as Moira, trying to get a little bit of ult charge there. We're going to see Crazy Mage switching to Wrecking Ball, going to just knock people around on point, kind of stall here for the rest of the Firebirds. We're going to see Lunar Synergy going to Tracer, Silent getting a pick on Psychopreds. Firebirds are down one tank. We might see a Mercy res there, though. Grim Reaper taking a bunch of damage, getting nanoed by the Ana. The Firebirds are there. Donut's using the Visor, able to get a pick on Little Duck using that Crazy Mage grappling hook. The rest goes on Little Duck. Little Duck's back in the fight. Hubbub and NECC using ult. Hubbub getting a pick on Space Cake. The Firebirds are still in the fight, doing a lot of damage right now. We have some amazing stall comp right here for the Firebirds. Crazy Mage is going to be spinning, trying to take out. They get a pick on Little Duck, and it's just now the Winston. The Winston falls to 1v4 on point. It's just Echo. Echo's going to die. Nice. It is now 5 points. Firebirds going to re-secure this, but they need to work fast. They're going to recapture. Now the time goes down. The Firebirds win map one. Wow.
That was some
amazing.
Great commentating. I won't lie. You kept up with that.
This is the game of my career.
Very proud.
This is it.
Very proud.
If I apply to be a shoutcaster in jobs of the future, this is it. This is the game I'm going to show them, and I'm happy to do it. I love shoutcasting, and I love shoutcasting with you. I love Overwatch.
You too, man.
Oh, I'm so hyped for tonight. Regardless of what happens, this season has been phenomenal. It's been an honor to play, just to commentate some amazing teams. So amazing to see Grim Reaper getting to play the game. Space Cake.
Can we real quick? I think we got a new camera we could show them up.
We do have a new camera. I think we have lobby cam. You're gonna see the players.
And lobby cam's not working.
Lobby cam worked.
We're gonna get some celebrations going. I was really excited. I was being like, "Oh, let's go, lobby cam."
We're gonna have lobby cam back up in a few minutes, I bet. But the Firebirds are gonna be banning Hollywood for this next Escort map.
Yes, Escort. Did you just say?
I think I wrote it down because Hollywood's a hybrid map.
Yeah.
I don't know if I wrote it down or they got it wrong, but it's supposed to be an Escort map, I think. But we're gonna see how that goes. Yeah, there we go. It's Escort first. Yeah, so I was right. Donut
was getting a little excited there. A little excited.
So now I think, oh my gosh. But hopefully one of our tech crew can get the lobby cam up and running for our next map. So you can see what it looks like in the arena right now. It is packed. I've never seen the arena. Okay, I have seen the arena like this.
I have, when the volleyball team came.
When the volleyball team came to support Rocket League, and also for the Wisconsin R6 LAN.
That was also a very nice time in the arena.
Donut doesn't know his maps, apparently. We're going to see Grim Reaper say Hollywood is hybrid. So
it's only been 2.5 months.
It's only been a few months. And Donut is Donut has a lot of hours in this game, so that's kind of funny to
Hey, but Donut actually, his warm-up strategy, I've noticed, has been playing Halo.
Now, I will say this, though. We're probably going to see some Donut on Halo next year because Carthage is starting a Halo team, and Donut already wanting to be on the Halo team and having the highest rank in Halo. Onyx, which is impressive to see. And we can see a lot of that play transferring over. Not all of it, but a lot.
Just his hit scan.
His hit scan's great. It looks like now Donut switching, now realizing the map layout, going to be banning Rialto. Solid map ban. Because I hate Rialto. I really do. The Firebirds hate it too. Rialto. We can see, I mean, if you watch the Carroll versus Carthage game in the regular season,
yes,
Firebirds weren't able to push it to the first point. So it's clear that Carroll has some really good strategies on Rialto, and the Firebirds hate it.
We got the first pick now from the Pioneers. We're going to go to Dorado here.
That's a map that we have not really
seen it very much, so that's why I was like, ooh, I'm excited to see some Dorado here.
It's not really banned either. It's just one of those maps that you just never touch.
Really pick.
It's not a bad map. The Firebirds have had a lot of success on Dorado in the past, so this is going to be very beautiful to see, very strong.
Seen some great comebacks really by the Firebirds on Dorado. But I'm excited to see how the Carroll Pioneers. I didn't look into their stats too much. I didn't look at too much into what maps they've played. But if this is their, this might be their mainstay.
This might be their oasis.
See them go to work here.
I'm excited to see it. The thing about Dorado is that first push for the attackers is so difficult. It is awful. You have such a long line of sight for the defenders to use on you. If the Firebirds, I think, or whoever's attacking, pushes it past that first point and under that arch into the fountain area,
yes, that is the toughest spot.
It's going to be very good for them because it's really, I mean, outside of that, then it comes down to plays.
Yes,
it's not attacker or defense sided.
Yeah, I would agree. It's not heavy on either team except for that one choke right there at the start of the map. Once you get past that, I think we're gonna be okay.
Is Donut okay? Donut doesn't know what he's doing right now.
I think he's questioning what side he's got. He's got the finals energy going. He's just like he's good now.
All right. I don't think we have enough time for a commercial break.
I think we have to fix something up real quick.
Okay, we are gonna take a quick 30-second commercial break.
So we'll be right back.
We are back for map 2 of the grand finals for the Emergents Cyan division in the NECC. Carthage Firebirds versus the Carroll Pioneers. Battle of Wisconsin. First map on Oasis, going very, very strong for both teams, but the Firebirds were able to get the upper hand, make some key plays, and now the Firebirds and the Pioneers are going to Dorado, a map that we don't get to see too often. So I'm excited to see this. It's going to be very interesting who's going to play what. Firebirds are going to be attacking first, and the Pioneers are going to be defending. Like we said before the break, the defense on this first point is very, very strong. If you're able to make it past that long line of sight under the arch into the fountain area, I think it's smooth sailing from then on because it's just whichever team is more powerful. But that first one, very, very defense-sided. So I'm very I'm excited to see how this goes.
Yeah.
I think the players are. We can see their cameras. Very strategizing, are ready to roll, ready to rumble. NECC's going to be going Brigida, or not Brigida, Baptiste.
There we go.
Same for, it was the first letter.
Hey, what is this, amateur hour?
What?
Come on.
Oh my gosh, I'm
It's
sorry.
almost like
I've never
it's
played
our
this
first
game
year of
before.
shoutcasting, and we're
Anyways,
amateurs.
so we see NECC's on Baptiste. We know Baptiste is one of NECC's is so scary on Baptiste. Baptiste being able to do that healing, but also that added DPS. Amazing to see. Donut might be going Widow. I don't know if this is a joke play. It is Donut, however, so you never know.
Who knows? And for the Carroll Pioneers, we have Pez on Winston, Little Duck on Diva, Grim Reaper playing Echo again, some success on last map. Klein Saucer, we're seeing Genji. I think this might be the first time I've seen Genji this season.
I agree. Now, I don't know how Klein Saucer is, but that might be a very big threat for us. But we're going to see right off the bat, NECC's front and center, doing so much damage, almost getting the pick on the Winston. Winston falls right away. The Firebirds are able to push back. A lot of the Pioneers knocking him around. Psychopreds with that hammer. The Firebirds are almost getting, they're able to get a pick on Klein Saucer right away. Now, here's the interesting thing. The Pioneers do not have much counter to Pharah. We see Donut on Pharah, which absolutely demolished the Concordia, Wisconsin last week. So always interesting to see. Now, I wouldn't say they demolished it. Donut's just really good on Pharah.
I would agree, yeah. Plus, it just, they didn't have a counter for it.
Yes, now Pez unfortunately falls once again into the fight. Hopefully we might see a Mercy trying to get a res. We're gonna see Lunar Synergy using the high noon, stopping the res, and they're gonna push right away, getting that first point.
Got right through that initial choke that we were worried about, showing us that there's no worry at all for the Firebirds, as they are going to keep on rolling on offense here as Lunar Synergy waits on the point while the rest of the team pushes forward to create more space for the payload.
This is a key point right here. We're going to see a lot of the Firebirds pushing very far out, causing pressure, forcing the Pioneers to have to take that cover at that end of the road. Pez jumping in right away, getting picked off. Hubbub is returning from falling, and Lunar Synergy able to just do some poke damage and get Grim Reaper in the process. That's going to buy them a lot of time because now the Pioneers do not have they're not at full strength, so they're going to have to back up, and the Firebirds are able to get a lot of ground with this payload.
Absolutely, and you know, we're getting some nice poke damage from Crazy Mage up there on the opposing Cassidy.
Donut already at Barrage. Amazing to see Donut taking a lot of damage there, though. We might see this Barrage here. This is going to be interesting. Lunar Synergy getting a pick. We're going to see the Barrage, but the Diva was countering it.
Wonderful counter by the Diva, absorbing most of the damage from that Barrage. Donut able to escape with his life, though.
Now we're gonna see Donut getting a pick on Pez and Crazy Mage getting a pick on Grim Reaper. The Firebirds are strong right now. We're gonna see that Diva only getting Lunar Synergy in the process. Not bad, but the Firebirds are gonna have to deal with that one less DPS. Now Donut's still front and center though, just doing so much damage. Able to cancel out the high noon, and Hubbub getting the revive on Lunar Synergy, and Donut getting a pick on Space Cake. The Firebirds are just so scary right now, doing so much damage. Oh my gosh, Hubbub having that Valkyrie ready. The Sigma ult was not enough, and we're gonna see another barrage in like one fight. Two barrages in a fight, and the Firebirds secure point 2.
Wow. And that
5 minutes left on the clock.
5 minutes on the clock. As the Firebirds will once again be attempting to push for space as Cassidy takes the point. Lunar Synergy just watching from the back. Gonna be poking toward anyone in the air. Donut getting rezzed. Great res there by Hubbub.
So much damage going on right now for the Firebirds on the Pioneers. Pioneers being forced to just hold that corner right now. They have that natural cover, which is going to be key in this play. If Grim Reaper gets picked off, though, I don't know how this will go for them because they have that battle from the ground. Now we're going to see a Nano Rhyme right here. Not able to push in, though.
Don't do much because of where that payload is.
You can nano that Ryan, giving him increased damage and increased damage resistance. But if he's not able to push in, there's nothing you can do.
Ultimately, we were seeing Donut try to kind of counter Echo in the air. That's not really going to work well for us. We need Lunar Synergy to maybe take care of Grim Reaper just a little bit more. Though I will give mad respect to Grim Reaper. They're playing out of their mind tonight.
Pez getting that shatter, but the cart stops him. The cart protects Crazy Mage. Oh my gosh, now Lunar Synergy able to go on the back line, gonna pick on their healer. Psychopred's falling to that Diva Bomb, and we see there Did not work
little
out.
mech kill by the opposing diva. Nicely done.
Oh yeah. Now the
Firebirds
Firebirds
are gonna have to fall back here.
Yes, the Firebirds having a lot of time though. 3 minutes 45 seconds to push it. Not far. They have not much ground to cover, but the Pioneers, that location is going to be very difficult.
Yes,
Pioneers
because of the spawn
spawn
advantage.
is right there. So the Firebirds are going to have to time these kills. Make sure that their spawn timers are staggered in the fight. We're going to see that Crazy Mage ult.
With that.
We're going to see a bunch of ults here. Now, Grim Reaper is going to be using Pharah, copying her, duplicating her, but Grim Reaper immediately exiting that duplication because of the damage. Lunar Stranger being able to get a pick on Echo, and the Firebirds are just going to move forward. The Diva gets out of mech. Donut getting forced to kill with that barrage. The damage just came to himself. Grim Reaper doing some damage, getting a pick on Psychopreds, and there goes that Nano trying to save him, but Donut in the back line getting some picks. The Firebirds are up in numbers, knocking out a lot of the team. It is just that Reinhardt on point. The Firebirds need to touch Cart. There's only a few of them on point though. 2 people on point for the Firebirds. NECC, despite being a support, is in the front line, and it looks like the Firebirds might secure. No, they're holding it. They're holding it. 0.28 meters left before the end of the point. And the Firebirds secure it. 2 minutes, 35 seconds on the clock. Oh my gosh. Wow, that was amazing. The Pioneers were holding us really well at the end though. That end sight is so crucial. That is honestly the make or break moment.
It really is, but some great time left on the clock for the Firebirds in case this needs to go to extra rounds. 2 minutes, 35 seconds. Now we got the new hero select.
Lobby cam's up and running. Let's go to lobby cam if we want.
There we go.
We're gonna see lobby cam. Here we go. We got Professor Rick on the camera.
And we got
amazing to see.
Yeah,
we got tons of people in the arena
tonight. Packed arena.
We can see the team ready for this fight, and we are going to be ready for this attack from the Pioneers. The Firebirds are going to be defending now. Match has started. The Firebirds going to be setting up their defenses, probably on that high ground that we saw the Pioneers set up first. Now we see our starting comps, our starting lineup, running a NANKIX on Baptiste, Psychopreds on Reinhardt, Hubbub on Mercy, Lunar Synergy on Cassidy, Crazy Mage on Sigma, and Donut on Pharah, whereas the Pioneers running a dive comp, going to Pez on Winston, Little Duck on Diva, Grim Reaper on Echo, Klein Saucer on Genji, KTM on Ana, and Space Cake on Mercy.
So altogether, no change from the starting lineups from round 1 there.
If it ain't broke,
it's going to be interesting if the Pioneers are able to dive well and get up on this high ground, because it could cause some problems for the Firebirds here.
Oh, I agree. That is going to be key for this first point. But if Donut's there causing damage on them, they're not going to be able to do much. They're not going to jump in if they don't have any health.
Absolutely not. And Donut doing a great job of just getting that poke going to make sure they can't actually initiate the dive.
Now we got a Pharmacy running for the Firebirds and a Far Echo going for Pioneers. I don't think there's a term for a Far Echo. Or not a Far, a Mercy Echo, sorry.
But the Pioneers are going to be the ones to coin it, I'm sure.
Yes, now Little Luck getting a pick on NANKIX, but Donut's able to get Klein Saucer. And NANKIX gets revived by Hubbub. The Firebirds are going to have to be forced off of that high ground because they're down their main tank and they don't have line of sight anymore. Donut getting a pick on KTM. They're just gonna have to rotate though. And the Donut has the barrage already. Hopefully gonna wait for that Diva to use the defense matrix. And there we go. We're gonna see Barrage in the back line doing so much damage.
Gosh,
able to get
DPS and a support.
Yes.
Before rotating right back to the other half of this point. Donut doing a great job of jumping around and making sure to be unpredictable there.
Map 2's going really well. Donut just got like 5 kills right there.
That was great.
And I think he's about to get the Diva.
Jeez Louise.
Well, he did get the Diva.
Props to the captain yet again.
Wow.
As Grim Reaper not coming back.
Wow. Okay. We got 2 minutes 40 seconds on the clock now. The Pioneers don't have much. They don't have much to push. So if the Pioneers are able to get one team fight, they're gonna secure point. But honestly, like, all that matters is they don't get to the end.
Absolutely. So, they do have a lot of ults to work with there. And in fact, we're going to see 2 of them. Nano Winston here.
Nano Winston. Oh, yes. Nano Winston is a very big threat to deal with, especially if we do see that Primal Rage going, which we probably will see really quick. Donut's just taking care of their backline, though. Doing so much damage to KTM. They're not going to have any healers to deal with. KTM just barely surviving. 1 shot left from Donut. It would have taken out KTM, but the Firebirds are probably going to have to be forced to get, yep, there you go. Pioneers securing point 1. 4 minutes, 26 seconds left on the clock. Donut getting picked off right there at the end.
Yeah, that's a great little stagger there by the Pioneers.
Oh, yes.
They've got 4 minutes and 16 seconds to work with.
Psychopred's taking so much damage there.
Getting just kind of pushed around here by the tank and DPS of the Pioneers.
Forced to take that natural cover in that little corner, though. Able to heal back up once Hubbub got there. And Hubbub is going to go back onto Donut. The Firebirds have all their ultimates, whereas the Pioneers only have 2, 3, almost 4?
Almost 4, yeah, I see that there.
We're going to see Sigma combined with the High Noon. The High Noon getting Space Cake. Oh, Lunar Synergy not having enough ammo in his pistol, but able to get the reload and doing damage to Klein Saucer. The stagger on Little Duck. Decent. Firebirds have done longer staggers.
They have, but you know, hey, we'll take what we can get at this point.
Exactly.
But the Pioneers are going to come back stomping, as they're going to have about 4 or 5 ults ready by the time the next fight goes down.
Oh yes. Now,
same as the Firebirds, they're down by 1 ult.
Yes, the Firebirds are it all comes down to the ultimate usage right now. We're gonna see whoever uses the better ult right now. Now they do. The Pioneers do have the Diva Bomb to worry about, so that's gonna be it. We're gonna see a barrage from Donut. The Diva's able to soak up a lot of that with the defense matrix, but because she was aimed at Donut, the Firebirds were able to just load into all the damage into the Diva.
Absolutely great play by the Firebirds. Donut, we've been seeing, you know, it's a strategy. You know, we've seen Donut pretty much just focusing Grim Reaper with all those ults, and it's been working because we'll give the props where it's due. The Grim Reaper is a great player for the Carroll Pioneers.
Oh yes, amazing to see. Grim Reaper is such a threat right now. We're gonna see that Diva Bomb not able to get any of the Firebirds, but we're gonna see a Nano Monkey right there too. Psychopred's running in despite the low health and able to get picked off by Little Duck. Not ideal from Psychopred's there. Lunar Synergy trying to 1v1 Grim Reaper there, not able to do it. The Firebirds are getting picked off 1 by 1, and it looks like the Pioneers might have to secure that point.
It does seem like the Firebirds are going to have to maybe get one more fight on that point. NECC is still there. In fact, now we got Hubbub back, but Hubbub's about to go down. Immortality Field not able to do much. I do think the Firebirds will be succeeding the second point here.
Yes. However, this last stretch, though, is going to be difficult. That's where the Firebirds are set up. That's where their spawn is. Now, we are going to see Psychopred switching to Winston, and we're going to see a Primal Rage. They're trying to secure point. The Pioneers are probably going to be ulting as much as they can to secure this point, but if the Firebirds are able to outlast it and deal enough damage, they're going to be able to survive. We're going to see Crazy Mage using that Sigma ult, raising both of those tanks in the air, doing so much damage, but they were able to heal up, and the Pioneers were able to secure it. Now, 3 minutes on the clock to push it that stretch. The Firebirds might be able to do this. If the Pioneers push it all the way, they're going to go into extra rounds.
Absolutely, but hopefully the Firebirds can stop it here with the spawn advantage. We're seeing Donut switch over to Doomfist from Farah now that we're inside. And ultimately,
good switch. That is a solid switch from Donut. We're going to see that Diva Bomb. Everybody take cover. Nobody able to take cover, or everybody able to take cover. Grim Reaper, though, taking out Psychopeds with those sticky grenades, doing a lot of damage. The Firebirds are down in numbers right now. It is not looking good for them. The Pioneers are almost past that corner, which is like the best point to hold. So hopefully we're going to see some ult usage here. The Firebirds almost having High Noon. We're going to see where Lunar Synergy decides to use it. We're going to see it right here. However, the Winston dives them. Grim Reaper able to take out Lunar Synergy. And another pick from Grim Reaper on Hubbub. The Firebirds are down one of their DPSs and their supports, but Psychopeds is front and center, dealing a ton of damage right now. Hopefully able to get a pick or that Primal Rage. We're going to see Donut using Meteor Strike on the back line, almost getting the Mercy. Mercy's running out, running away. We're going to see the Diva. The Diva's taking so much damage. Little Duck able to get a pick on Donut, but Lunar Synergy getting Klein Saucer. Psychopeds using Primal Rage to back everybody up, but we're going to see Pioneers retaliate with another Primal Rage. We're going to see Lunar Synergy switching to Soldier, peppering them with damage using that assault rifle. Doing so much damage, getting hit by the Ana grenade, but Donut running in, getting a pick on Pez. Grim Reaper gonna get a pick on Crazy Mage. The Firebirds are down both of their supports right now. Or no, they have Hubbub, sorry.
Firebirds, you have that spawn advantage. Oh, and that's a great sleep by the opposing Ana KTM.
Now, we do see also the Firebirds have held them back, and already the Pioneers have 1:20 left on the clock. Crazy Mage trying to rocket jump up onto that center area, but having the Graviton Surge mixed with, I don't know, probably the Amplification Matrix might be key here. If they're having a ton of ults right now, we're going to see a ton of ults being used by the Firebirds. However, they're using two. They're using Amplification Matrix and Graviton Surge. The Firebirds are able to push them back. 54 seconds left on the clock for the Pioneers. If the Pioneers do not push them back to that, if they're not able to push it all the way to the end, Map 2 goes to the Firebirds. So
yes, and the Firebirds did a great job of only having to use 2 ults there. Psychopred's almost out of Primal Rage. Hubbub with the Coalescence, Lunar Synergy having Visor. But the Pioneers, they are getting... Oh, that's a great first pick on the Genji. They're nanoing the Winston, and they almost have a... Duplicate?
Duplicate, yeah. Now we're gonna see a Nano Visor. The Firebirds getting so many picks. Grim Reaper able to get a pick on Donut, but we do see Hubbub using that Coalescence that we always dream of, because every time he uses it, it's amazing. It is game changing, and we just saw that right there. 10 seconds left on the clock. The Pioneers need to push. They might not be able to push. They're switching to a stall comp right now. We're gonna see that Wrecking Ball jump in, try and get onto point, knock people around. We're gonna see Psychopred's using Primal Rage, knocking people around, able to get a pick on KTM and the Reinhardt, or the Genji. Psychopred's is knocking everybody around. The Mercy not able to get the res. The Firebirds doing so much damage. Demecking the D.Va, getting the D.Va. Overtime clock ticking down. The Firebirds win map 2. 2-0 in the series.
Goodness.
Oh my gosh, switch to lobby cam. Oh
Wonderful
my gosh.
job by the Firebirds.
Amazing.
Claps all around.
I thought I was going to be a little bit more excited there.
Well, I think there was. I think we're just a little bit behind. A play of the game goes to Donut. We'll get back to that real quick.
So scary on Farah. All of the Firebirds playing amazingly. This is a game to see. I am so excited. Now Donut, right away. We ban Hollywood. Now Donut knows what map to ban. Solid ban from Donut. Space Cake, dude. Though doing almost 18,000 healing, 27% of the damage that the Pioneers took, Space Cake was there to do healing. Now Donut alone though, doing more healing than Space Cake was able to do. 27% of the damage the Firebirds output was going from Donut. Coming from Donut.
Job. And oh my gosh, I'm sure most of it came in that initial chokehold, where Donut was just bouncing back and forth, front to back, and was able to just keep peppering damage, and no one was able to deal with it.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful to see. Every single Firebird causing chaos, causing damage. It was not one-sided, and that is the thing I love to say about the Firebirds. You know, there's a lot of teams that just exist in general. Not that we've really even encountered in this division, but they might have one fantastic player and the rest are good. Not saying they're bad, but they're you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, everybody's a 7, but one player's like a 12, you know?
So what would you say is the key that the Pioneers are going to have to use going forward, especially if they want to take even a map off the Firebirds at this point?
I think focusing. They have seen, like, everybody on the Firebirds is a threat. Okay, you can't just say, focus Donut, and when Donut's gone, they're just going to easily, you know, mop up the Firebirds, because we've had instances where Donut was the first to get picked off and the Firebirds still won. So the Carroll needs to focus. They need to say, focus this person, and only focus them until they die. But that might not even work. I don't know what the Carroll has been amazing though. Like, they were able to push it all the way to that end. Like I said, this is such a close game. Even if the Firebirds are up 2-0, they have not just been handed those wins. They've had to work, and it is phenomenal to see from both teams. Carroll is definitely a threat and could easily come back from this 2-0 deficit.
100%. And I'm looking forward to it. We're waiting on the map pick by Carroll right now. They have subbed in Silent for Klein Saucer. That was a sub we missed. Klein Saucer, they were the one playing Genji throughout the last map.
Genji was an interesting pick. Genji, I think, based on the Firebirds comp, because we were playing a Winston, we were playing a Moira, not a good counter. Because one of the key components to Genji is the deflect.
Yes.
An ability that Genji can use to deflect any sort of, you know, bullets or any sort of incoming projectiles and cause the damage to go to whoever shot it. However, Winston having that Tesla cannon and Moira having that right click, I don't know what they call it.
I don't know what they call it. The orb.
Not even the orb, just being able to attach like a tendril onto their target and steal, like, literally suck up that damage. That counter, like, that does not get deflected by the Genji deflect. So
yeah, absolutely. It's just a whole bunch of stuff that gets right by it. And ultimately, I don't think Genji was able to use it that well last round. But we'll see what goes on here as the Carroll Pioneers are continuing their little break. They're trying to figure out what went wrong, what they can do next.
I think, so now that I think about it too, we did see Little Duck playing Diva, which is a very good counter against Afara. And we saw those instances where Little Duck would dive Donut when Donut's using the barrage and soak up using that defense matrix, soaking up all those rockets. However, it comes down to the fact of if I'm aiming at Donut, making sure that nothing comes out of Donut, the rest of the Firebirds could just unload into Little Duck's back. So a lot of damage being done. It all depends on how you want to strategize. But while the Carroll decides to pick a map, we are going to go into a quick little 60-second break. And we'll be back for map 3 for the grand finals.
Absolutely.
We are back for map 3 of the Overwatch Grand Finals, Carthage Firebirds versus Carroll Pioneers. Firebirds leading 2-0 in the series, best of 7, so first to 4. Map 3 has been chosen, and it's Kings Row. Now, the Firebirds know and love Kings Row so much, I believe. Well, I'm not going to say that. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah, of course not.
I'm just saying
we're not going to cast or curse our
I've done that so many times. But Kings Row, a fan favorite for the Firebirds, so I'm excited to see this. I think the Firebirds are going to do it. Now, Carroll might be the exact same way. I don't know. Despite both teams might love Kings Row. And the fact that Carroll chose Kings Row shows that maybe they have some really good strategies in their belt. So,
but either way, both teams are preparing now. We get some nice face cam visuals. We are allowed to show them before the match starts. That's when we can show them. So, sorry, there are your face cams for you. We got, once again, Nancakes,
Lunar Synergy,
Hubbub, Crazy Mage, Donut, and Psychopreds coming at you. And that's from left to right here. For the compositions, we got Nancakes on Baptiste, Psychopreds on Winston, Hubbub on Zenyatta, Lunar Synergy on
pulling out the Bastion. We know and love Lunar Synergy on Bastion. I forget who we played. I think it was Highland, where we pull it out and they did not even secure.
They didn't know what to do.
They didn't. And actually, now that I say that, we full held Concordia, Wisconsin on this map. last week.
Yes, it was.
We
it
full
was
held them.
Completely what happened.
So-
Crazy Mage on Sigma, Donut on
Genji.
Symmetra.
I was about to say,
There we go.
we're gonna see that
Genji was up for a
teleporting.
second.
We're gonna see the teleporting Bastion, who's gonna go on top of that statue and rain down fire onto the Pioneers. So this is gonna be beautiful to see. Now the Diva might be a little bit scary. Then we're gonna see Lunar Synergy teleporting onto the high ground, but not able to get the teleport. Donut getting a pick on the Mercy, and Lunar Synergy is just unloading damage onto the Pioneers. The Pioneers are forced to vacate the premises. They are evicted off of point. And Lunar Synergy already setting up back onto point. The Pioneers are forced to take cover inside a hotel. And here we go, Lunar Synergy once again.
Peppering them
just
down.
peppering them.
In fact, the Firebirds might actually take point here.
They just take, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
With no effort. Well, I guess we see why there was no effort. Because Lunar Synergy ran right through him.
I think Donut and Lunar Synergy were like the only people to get kills that entire fight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that was amazing to see.
Here comes my favorite thing to see. I think we're going to see the pirate ship come into action.
You keep saying that. We don't see a pirate ship. We have yet to.
I want to see it. I want to see the pirate ship.
I'm just going to take note. Donut just used that teleporter, placed it right in front of the cart, and the cart just destroyed it. So that wasn't a good play there. But we're going to see Lunar Synergy probably stacking up onto cart. Here we go. Pirate ship time. Nope, just kidding. Teleporter. Taking the high ground. They would expect a pirate ship. Now, Lunar Synergy, despite not doing much damage, able to secure angles. Make sure that none of the Pioneers. There's another shatter being blocked. And the amplification matrix going out from NECC. Hez getting a pick on Hubba, but NECC is there. Second bunch running in, getting a pick on 2 people, 3 people, 4 people. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! The Firebirds are already getting the first point. Grim Reaper's right there trying. Gonna have Death Blossom for this next fight. But we're gonna see Pirate Ship finally, Tanner. You said you wanted.
There we go.
Pirate Ship
secured by the Pirate Ship.
For those who don't know, Pirate Ship is basically Bastion sets up onto the cart and it becomes one big pirate ship where all the damage comes from it and they just swarm it. Now we're gonna see Lunar Synergy set up, having not much shielding there, but having that tank mode as an ultimate ability is probably gonna do a lot of damage. Hubbub having that Transcendence ready. Firebirds have all but 2 ults, and it's because we saw those ults earlier. Psychobred's taking so much damage, but we're gonna see that Immortality Field coming out from NECC doing so much damage. Oh my gosh, this is a game to see.
Absolutely. Firebirds maybe realizing they have some time to work with. They don't have to make any aggressive plays too quickly. They have 5 minutes left on the clock to push it this last.
Now Lunar Synergy is just going to be right onto that high ground, using it, doing so much damage. They're not even on cart. The Pioneers are on cart.
Yeah,
this has become a
offense and who's playing defense?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, but Little Duck getting 3 kills right there. One with a booster. Oh, knocking off Psychopreds. Okay.
And Crazy Mage will jump off just to kind of make sure there is no stagger.
Oh my gosh, this was amazing to see. Now this internal part though is very difficult because there's so much cover and sights for the Pioneers, for whoever's on defense, that a lot of times this is, again, where it comes down to, this last point. Now we're gonna see that shatter coming out, knocking people down, but the Blossom being stopped by Transcendence and an Immortality Field. A lot of damage being done to the Pioneers. Crazy Mage doing so much damage. Psychopred's getting a pick on Pez. The Pioneers are down both of their tanks. Grim Reaper right in front getting picked off. Now Psychopred's getting slept by the Ana, but he doesn't care. He's just gonna move forward, shattering a lot of them. Silent getting crushed, or crushing Donut with the bomb pullout. But Psychopred's just running back to point,
that was a great play by Hubbub, using some natural cover to get a great pick.
Oh my gosh.
Silent will be rezzed immediately.
Yes. That's going to be key. Ashe is an amazing choice here because of that hit scan, that long range. But there's a lot of damage being done. They're going to be nanoing Pez once again. We're going to see the shatter, but it's only getting Crazy Mage in the process. Little Duck almost dying. Grim Reaper chasing. They're chasing the Firebirds back to point.
All right, now we're getting a little bit of downtime here. 3.5 minutes left.
You take it over. I'm taking a water break.
He's going to take a little water break there as the Firebirds are now pushing on a point. This corner, very tough for the Firebirds. We're going to see a window by Baptiste Hopefully that'll give Firebirds the firepower they need to get past the Rhine here. And we'll see it there. There's Lunar Synergy's pick. He has access to High Noon as the Firebirds now are taking control of the point. There's the High Noon popped. Awesome, great natural cover provided by the map itself for the Pioneers. D.Va's gonna be demeched over there and taken out by Hubbub.
It is worth noting though, just because Lunar Synergy didn't get any picks using that High Noon, it still allowed the Firebirds to push in. It allowed them to gain a lot of ground. Silent getting a pick on Donut right away using that Ash hit scan. Amazing choice by Silent there. Silent is a very scary hit scan, so Donut's definitely gonna have to play strategically against that. We're gonna see another Bob coming out. However, Bob is pushed around. We're gonna see no shield there. A lot of damage being taken. There's
and a
Grim
great
Reaper.
stun on the Reaper.
Grim Reaper taking it. We're gonna see Psycho Blitz having that shatter. We might see a huge shatter here.
Firebirds only have about a few more meters to go left. 2 minutes to get there. We're seeing Crazy Mage ult. We'll see if the shatter comes next. Not quite yet. Firebirds finally pushing around. We got a D.Va bomb to worry about. Pancakes has access.
Oh my gosh!
My goodness!
From behind!
Teleport!
The teleport! Oh my gosh! I don't think I've ever seen that. That is a strategy.
That was fun.
Teleporting behind them, saying nothing personal, guys, and shattering the entire Pioneers team. And the Firebirds are gonna probably capture point here. Lunar Synergy using the High Noon, stopping the res, able to fight. Oh my gosh! The Firebirds pushing it all the way to the end. Minute 45 on the clock.
That's a great
The
amount.
Pioneers were able to hold for quite a long time on that last point.
Absolutely.
But the Firebirds, if the Pioneers don't push it all the way to the end, so if they do push it all the way to the end, we're gonna see extra rounds here. But if we don't, if the Pioneers don't, map 3 goes, King's Row goes to the Firebirds.
Which will
Here's
put
a funny
them
thing
on
too.
match point.
Here's a funny thing too that we're playing the clock tonight because at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Blizzard is taking the servers down for maintenance, which may cause issues for us. We might not, because word has it it's just the login system.
Yeah, it should just be the Blizzard actual interface and not the actual Overwatch servers going down.
Yes.
So therefore, as long as no one disconnects in that amount of time, we should not be stalled at all once 9 o'clock rolls around, and we should be able to keep going along with our grand finals here. Firebirds setting up on defense here. We got the same exact composition minus Donut. He'll be switching over to Hanzo. We've seen some great flicks by Donut on Hanzo. Taking the high ground there. The Carroll Pioneers are going to take over with the same composition. No, we're going to see a Lucio by KTM, and Silent will be on Cassidy this time around.
Silent, I think, is a very, very good choice. Silent is known, I believe, for hit scan. And definitely we can see Silent knows hit scan. We've seen a lot of damage being done by Silent using that hit scan.
Absolutely.
So,
Firebirds getting a quick intel gather there by Donut. Just gonna start peppering shields there, shield poke there.
Yes, now the shield for Pez is already, I was gonna say it was already taken down. Once again, the recon bolt going out, getting slapped by the Ana. The Firebirds are doing a lot of damage. We're gonna see that Grim Reaper going from the behind, taking care of Donut, doing a lot of damage. As Reaper.
Not bad. Lunar Synergy is on Cassidy this time around, not Bash.
Now the Pioneers are already almost capturing point, forcing the Firebirds back, doing a lot of damage. It looks like the Pioneers are going to capture point. So it won't be a full hold from the Firebirds.
Not this time.
That was a very strong push for the Firebirds. We're going to see a High Noon already, able to get a pick on Hubbub. Crazy Mage taking so much damage, being forced to back up. Crazy Mage being healed by Baptista. Pancakes is doing work. Donut and
cow. And I think you misspoke. You said great push for the Firebirds. I got to say it's a great push for the Carroll Pioneers.
Yes.
Absolutely generating a huge amount of space. Firebirds pretty much having to wait, almost give up halfway to the next point.
Now, it's going to be interesting where the Firebirds decide to attack. Do they attack right now? Or do they hold and give them this checkpoint? You know, if they give them the checkpoint, they have less ground to cover, and they're going to have even more time to do it. Now, the Firebirds do have several ults at their disposal, almost all of them. Probably in this next fight. Grim Reaper is doing a lot of damage as Reaper, though, as the name suggests. So we're going to see Crazy Mage using the Sigma ult. Grim Reaper trying to do it. We're going to see the Transcendence is going to block the Death Blossom, though. Just so much damage happening. Pez getting picked off. Psychobirds getting a pick on Grim Reaper. And Lunar Synergy doing so much damage in the ground on the distance. A lot of stuff happening right now. Lunar Synergy front and center, able to get a pick on the Ana.
Nice
Amazing stagger. Oh my gosh.
Firebirds had to use a lot of ults. We did see a few from the Carroll Pioneers there. Each team probably about to have 2-ish ults left when they get into the next battle, as Little Duck's about to have the Diva Bomb. Firebirds getting a little closer to Lunar Synergy. That'll still probably be about halfway through the next battle. Oh. So really, it's going to be a close one here. This one's going to be important in regards to whether or not the Carroll Pioneers are going to take the next point.
Now it looks like NANCC's accidentally. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Donut just seeing the opportunity, and Grim Reaper's just like, dude, he's just elevator music playing. Grim Reaper, He's not singing.
We got a shatter ready now by Psychopreds.
How good is this shatter going to be? We've seen some amazing shatters from Psychopreds. Oh, this is going to be beautiful to see. If this might be huge. This might be game-changing. We're going to see the Nano Rhine once again. Are we going to see the shatter? We're not going to see a shatter. Will we see a shatter? Psychopreds taking Psychopreds falling.
Silent. Great job as a hit scan once again. Maybe we'll take them out. Seems like the Carroll Pioneers are going to be able to take this point, which means we're going to have about 5 minutes of time inside this last little leg of the map.
Which the Firebirds started with more time, and look at where they're at. So the Firebirds could still hold them. This is going to be it's going to be in favor of the Firebirds. Now, Donut is definitely getting focused by Grim Reaper, and so is NANCC's. The Pioneers are doing what I said they should. They should focus, and it's clear that they are. Grim Reaper is doing so much damage as Reaper that the Firebirds need to focus them. Now we're going to see Psychopreds going really far forward, having that shatter. We might see a shatter here, not having Fire Strike with that Amplification Matrix. The Diva Bomb's going to be very bad for them. Able to get a pick on 2 of them. The Firebirds are really struggling right here. The High Noon able to get 2 of them. Donut's front and center though, able to get a pick on Silent, and they're diving Donut, and it looks like the Pioneers might hold them.
The Pioneers are going to do a great hold there. Holding the Firebirds off. Round 2 is going to be over. Plenty of time on the clock for the Pioneers. They played that beautifully. Be able to take advantage of all the space they were able to gather. Firebirds got 1:45, and Pioneers are going to have 4 minutes. So as we get ready here, we are heading into round number 3. Tied up 3-3. Still anyone's game. Firebirds will be attacking second. They'll be defending first.
No, they're going to be attacking now.
Are they attacking now?
They are attacking now. The less time attacks first.
Less time. Oh, I thought it was just at attack defense.
Less time attacks first. 1:45 left on the clock for them to attack. If they capture a point, they're added maybe time is not
much.
Added.
I think it's about 30 seconds.
It's maybe not. Yeah, I think it's about that. Maybe even less. It is very, very close. The Firebirds are going to have to be very, very strong. Now we do see Grim Reaper pulling out a Bastion to counter what could potentially be a Firebirds Bastion. Now I remember Grim Reaper using Bastion in a regular season game, and the Firebirds decided to adopt it. So
we'll see
how this goes.
Does not seem like Bastion will be the move for the Firebirds. Lunar Synergy feeling more comfortable in Cassidy this time around. Donut back on Symmetra.
So this is just an unspoken rule of Overwatch. When you attack, you have that time in the spawn room, and what happens is everybody destroys everything. If it can be moved, they destroy it. So that's exactly what we saw there. Now Silent is going to be going Symmetra, which is not a hit scan, and we're going to see that Bastion too, which is going to be very scary for the Firebirds. Able to destroy those Symmetra turrets right off the bat. Donut going Symmetra. We're going to see that teleporter too on the Bastion. Donut has teleported. They're going to teleport onto the Bastion, but the Bastion is going to use the teleporter to back up, to relocate, to reposition. But the Firebirds are still strong. They're full numbers, and they're just going to probably rotate, try and focus on that Bastion. The Pioneers are relying on their Bastion right now. They are grouped up around the Bastion.
That's the key there. I think once the Firebirds are able to take the Bastion, though, once again, now who's attacking and who's defending? I wonder again, because the Firebirds and the Pioneers have completely switched sides here.
Oh, yes. Now Grim Reaper taking so much damage there with the teleporter, too. On the ground, trying to be attack Bastion, setting up right there, doing so much damage right now, as we can see. But that is honestly why I don't like Bastion. It's just so easy to use.
Pick by either side yet.
No. Now Donut getting a pick on Silent. That's going to be key, because now that Bastion can't reposition. The Nano going on to the Reinhardt once again, and the Reinhardt's going to get picked off by the Donut right now. So much damage being done by Symmetra. The Firebirds are getting so many picks. time has ticked down though. That was an
Down to
amazing
20
hold.
seconds. Firebirds able to get a tick. They should get the full point, I believe, before anyone can get back.
Now they cannot leave point. They cannot. If they leave point, the time is just not there. We saw they got no time added to the clock. So
here we go.
They cannot leave point.
Firebirds pushing it now as far as they possibly can. They've got a couple ults about ready. And hopefully those get ready by the time this next fight fully breaks out, because the Carroll Pioneers have access to 2, maybe 3 once Rhines is ready there.
Now we're gonna have a shatter as well for the Firebirds, and Donut having that shield. Hubbub having Coalescence, a lot of ults gonna be at the potential. Now we're gonna see Pez using the shatter, knocking everybody off. Nobody's on point right now, but they're able to come back onto point. A lot of damage being done by that Bastion. Nobody's taking out the Bastion yet. The Firebirds taking so much damage. The Firebirds only able to push it just under that arch, which now the Firebirds have to hold. Carroll
to hold
4 minutes
for one capture.
But ultimately, that could be it.
It could. What I'm hoping for, and I know it won't happen, but I want to see Bastion by the Firebirds now in defense.
I think that is a good
job.
pick.
I think 1, maybe 2 weeks ago, playing Bastion for this first point, they were able to hold them back completely.
Yes.
They didn't even capture this point. I think that's the strategy they got to default to right now. And I hope we see it, but if not, good luck to the Firebirds. Carroll Pioneers, work that time well. You got 4 minutes, use it.
Oh yeah. It's an amazing game to see, and like I hate Bastion. I think if anybody plays Bastion, they're gonna have some success. Obviously, those who are better at hit scan and FPSs in general will have more success. But like at this point, because we're in competitive play, anything's game.
Absolutely.
Pretty much anything's game. So Firebirds should know how to counter a Bastion. We do see Grim Reaper. We do see the Pioneers not going Bastion.
Here, though.
A pharmacy versus a pharmacy. I'm interested to see. We're gonna see Little Duck on Diva once again. Donut did have issues against Little Duck as Diva, so it's gonna be interesting to see. But Donut is gonna be trying to get
4 minutes begin now.
Pharmacy versus pharmacy there. Silent taking a lot of damage, but Donut is still there, front and center, doing a lot of damage to their tanks. We don't see it. We do see Silent going hit scan though. Gonna probably try and focus on Donut, but Donut has gone against 4 hit scans and has had success. So Donut knows, and a lot of natural cover is gonna be going for the Firebirds, for Donut in general on this point. So I hope the Firebirds still remain strong on this
point.
site.
They got to be very wary of the fact that all right, they've already given up 1 tick.
NECC's already using the amplification matrix, which is going to force the Pioneers back. They're going to have to hold strong at the back out of line of sight there. So we're going to see once again Pez being nanoed. They love nanoing Pez. Lunar Synergy getting picked off by that barrage. It is not looking good for the Firebirds right now. Pioneers are holding their own. Donut's still on point though. Donut is still strong. They're able to get a res on Grim Reaper, and Grim Reaper getting a pick on Donut. The Firebirds are going to have to push in. This might go to the Pioneers. 2 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock. Psychopred's dying to that shatter. The Pioneers are going strong, and they're probably going to be able to they're getting a team wipe right here, it looks like. Lunar Synergy is still front and center, though, with Wrecking Ball. They're able to... Crazy Beat's getting picked off by the Diva, and nobody is on site to hold against the Pioneers. Pioneers are probably going to capture right here. Yep, they capture it. Map 3 goes to the Pioneers. I'm not surprised.
I am
not surprised.
They played wonderfully on that, generating a bunch of space, especially right after capturing the point. They bought themselves plenty of time. Little Duck getting the play of the game here.
Oh, yes. Now the Firebirds are going to be able to choose map next. So the Firebirds are probably going to choose a map they know and love. And it's going to be, if I look at it, I believe it's going to be an escort map.
Yes, it will be an escort map coming up next.
I'm curious how that's going to go. I don't know what map you think. What do you think they're going to choose?
Okay, escort. Name me some escort maps. I'm the noob at Overwatch when it comes to
I keep thinking of hybrid maps for some reason.
Exactly.
Escort maps.
Too.
Junkertown. We saw Dorado.
We saw Dorado already.
Junkertown.
Junkertown. All right, then that's my call.
They're going to pick
Junkertown.
I hope they're going to. We're going to do a 5-minute break though, while both teams kind of
re-strategize, take a time out there. So we'll be back in just a few.
Hopefully with a different escort map outside of Junkertown, but we will be back after a few minutes. We are back for map 4 in the grand finals for Overwatch. Carthage Firebirds versus the Carroll Pioneers. Map 1 and 2, very strong for the Firebirds. They were able to secure really quick wins there. Map 3, though, King's Row, the Firebirds, despite being very, very comfortable, Carroll had a very good strategy.
We'll call it like it is. Carroll rolled the Firebirds.
Yes, however, the Firebirds were having a really good team chat. They identified exactly what Carroll was doing at that map and how to counter it. So hopefully we're going to see that put into action, because planning's half of the game. You need to be able to execute
Absolutely.
it. Firebirds were going to choose to ban Route 60, or they were going to ban Hollywood, and the map they chose, the map that was chosen for map number 4 was Route 66. Firebirds very strong on Route 66. So
the Firebirds banned Gibraltar.
the Firebirds. They banned Gibraltar.
There we go.
We chose Route 66, and the Firebirds, we know Route 66. There was one team, I forget, I think it was Highland, where they didn't even capture the first point. They held them at the gas station.
Absolutely.
I don't expect that to happen tonight. If that happens tonight, I will be shocked. We're going to be going in. It's going to be interesting. Firebirds are going to be attacking first. Carroll is going to be defending. Very, very strong defense map. They're probably going to be going Bastion. They want that extra, barrage damage, I guess. So, I'm confident the Firebirds are going to be able to counter the Bastion. They've identified they've identified a lot of key issues and mistakes they made for King's Row. So I'm very confident for this map. But we shall see.
And we'll see it here in just about 3 seconds as we'll get the first picks. And for the Firebirds, we're going to see NECC on Mercy, Psychopreds on Winston, Hubbub on Moira, Lunar Synergy on Cassidy, Crazy Mage on Sigma, and Donut on Doomfist.
Yes, Doomfist is going to be a very, very good pick on this map, being able to get into those backlines really easily with a lot of cover, especially on this initial push, and disrupting any sort of heals. Then they're going to be left with, 4 people on their team, and, it might not be good for them. Now, Grim Reaper, once again, going Reaper. Full lineup for the Carroll Pioneers. We're going to see Pez on Reinhardt, Little Duck on Diva, Grim Reaper on Reaper, Silent on Ashe, KTM on Lucio, and Space Cake on Ana. And we already mentioned the Firebirds lineup, so I'm very confident for this lineup for the Firebirds. But this initial push is the key. We know Silent being very, very strong on hit scan.
We're going to see a little...
We're going to see a Donut versus Grim Reaper push right off the bat. However, Donut is going to be damage boosted by Mercy. Donut just securing it, able to dive the backline, disrupt their front line though. Grim Reaper is front and center. We're able to get Hubbub. Lunar Synergy getting a pick on Pez right away. Very solid, disrupting their backline. Grim Reaper taking so much damage but able to come back, getting that extra healing from the Ana. Oh my gosh, Firebirds are going to be securing, or not going to be securing, but able to push around that corner.
Choke.
Yes,
Great job. It came down to just getting rid of Pez. Once Pez was taken off the field, Firebirds were able to get around that corner. That should be their goal going forward. The main tank booped right back.
Doomfist. Oh my gosh. What game is this? We're going to see Lunar Synergy already at high noon, almost just barely getting that Lucio. However, that's going to be good because he's going to be forcing those healers and people to take cover. Now, Lunar Synergy getting picked off, but Psychopred's getting a pick on Little Duck. The Firebirds are up in numbers right now. We're going to see Little Duck, Pez diving that Mercy, and we're going to see Donut having that Meteor Strike right away, forcing Silent to be going back. Silent getting picked off by the Doomfist. It is now just Grim Reaper against the Firebirds. The Firebirds securing map 1. Point 1.
5 minutes left on the clock. We're jumbling our words all around.
So much is happening.
Finals tonight. Firebirds are pushing forward now as Hubbub will be the one taking the point. Crazy Mage kind of playing a midline.
Now we do see the Firebirds pushing very, very far up. We know this dive comp. Now Winston Sigma isn't necessarily a dive comp, but Psychopreds being so comfortable and strong on Winston that they can play it like a dive comp. We have a few ults at our disposal right now, but so do the Pioneers. Donut able to push into the backline, almost getting a pick on Silent. Getting picked, unfortunately, in the process, but not before the rest of the Firebirds going to be diving as well. Donut getting... NECC's getting picked off by Pez. Psychopreds popping that Primal Rage, being forced to back up right now. Oh my gosh, Firebirds are able to back up, though, without taking many more losses.
Great job by the Firebirds to make sure that they didn't have to stagger there too much. as they are about to get their second push going on point number 2. 4 minutes left on the clock, plenty of time for plenty more pushes. Firebirds got 3 ults at their disposal. NECC getting a little close to theirs. But wow, I didn't even see that. Carroll has all ults at their disposal. It's gonna come down.
That's a no bueno situation right there. That's not gonna be good. First ult being used, not getting anybody, but used for crowd control, making sure that nobody is in the area. We're gonna see Crazy Mage using that. Graviton's not only getting silent, but we see Lunar Synergy getting that high noon pick on the Lucio. Grim Reaper using that Death Blossom while being nanoed though. Taking a lot of damage, but almost getting picked. Able to get 4 kills in the process because of that nano.
Great job by Grim Reaper. He's going and he's gonna get Lunar Synergy too.
It was very, very clear at how strong Grim Reaper is on Reaper. However, the Firebirds are gonna probably notice that and focus Grim Reaper a little bit more.
Absolutely, the Firebirds doing an okay job, but not great at getting back to the payload. We've seen Donut get in the back line a little bit, Psychopreds get in the back line a little bit, but ultimately we need to start seeing some success in the back line.
Now we see Crazy Mage all alone in that room. Donut able to get a pick on KTM, but Grim Reaper is just mopping up the people behind him. Hubbub is alone on point against the Primal Rage, but the rest of the Firebirds are there. We see Bob being popped onto the cart. Hubbub has Coalescence, but we might not see that very soon. Psychopreds taking a lot of damage right now from Grim Reaper. And Little Duck getting a pick on Hubbub right now. The Firebirds having 2 minutes 20 on the clock. Still a decent amount of time. Firebirds having a few ults at their disposal. Coalescence and Meteor Strike. Psychopreds switching from Winston to a Roadhog. I think that's a very solid pick because Roadhog is a very good counter to Reaper. Roadhog, if properly played, can one-shot Reaper. Absolutely. Getting that hook, hitting those headshots, very possible. So
here we go. We'll see if it's gonna work.
And there goes Pez right away. Once again, that hook, so scary, so deadly. And Donut getting a pick on Silent. It is now, and there goes Meteor Strike, able to get Space Cake. And it is now Donut versus Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper is trying to focus Donut, but the Firebirds are just gonna be pushing Cart.
There we go. That's a nice job by the Firebirds to really space out the other team, get the picks where they need it. Hopefully they can stagger this Reaper here. Not quite able to, as Grim Reaper's gonna get away. Firebirds now gonna retreat a little bit to the cart as they inch closer and closer to point with 1 minute 20 left on the clock. They got time for about 1 push, maybe 2 more if they end up losing this fight here. Almost gets Silent off the bat, catching them off guard.
Grim Reaper taking a lot of damage. We're going to see a high noon there, but it was slept by the Ana and dove by the Diva. Psychopreds is still front and center. Donut getting a pick, and Psychopreds getting a pick on Grim Reaper. That's going to be very key because now the Pioneers are down one of their greatest assets. We're going to see that Diva Bomb getting a pick on Psychopreds, but the Firebirds are still front and center. Hubbub having Coalescence. We might see that very soon. Lunar Synergy in the high ground, diving. Silence getting picked off. It is now Lunar Synergy against Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper using the Death Blossom, but Crazy Mage using the Vortex, soaking up a lot of that damage. The Wraith Form being popped by Crazy Mage, soaking up, the Wraith Form being popped by Grim Reaper.
There we go. We saw a beat drop that really did a great job of countering Crazy Mage's Graviton Flux there. So the Firebirds once again are pushed off point. This is going to be their last chance to get to point. 18 seconds left.
Now we do have the whole hog from Psychopreds, but that's it. Crazy Mage getting picked by Grim Reaper. That's going to be bad. They're going to be down a tank for this final push. They're going to have to touch point. Somebody needs to touch point. Nobody's touching point.
Hubbub get over there.
We might not
quite able to make it in time.
We're in overtime right now. We do have that Meteor Strike going down. Lunar Synergy taking a lot of damage, but Hubbub is taking cover on the cart. Able to use a healing orb, but there's a few. Just both. A lot of the Pioneers on point. Crazy Mage taking out, almost taking out Silent. We do see Grim Reaper once again there front and center. Psychopreds getting a pick on Pez, but the Firebirds are not able to make it to second point. That's scary.
Yes, we're seeing almost a new life come out of the Carroll Pioneers here. As Silent, maybe not the best on on map number 1, but has been popping off ever since. Saw them subbed out in game number 2. We're wondering maybe we're in AIM Labs getting a little zen going, and they've been popping off ever since. Firebirds gonna have to hold a strong defense here, because if the Carroll Pioneers are able to reach exactly where the Firebirds were, Map number 4 will go to the Pioneers. They will equalize the series 2-2 as we head into map 5.
Very unfortunate to see from the Firebirds. I think it's Grim Reaper is a very, very deadly person. I would love to see the statistics so far. I would love to see how many fights we've won that Grim Reaper was immediately picked off. If Grim Reaper is alive, the Firebirds need to focus them.
Absolutely. You know, and hey, that was your key going into map number 3. Carroll Pioneers need to start focusing more. They've been able to do that. Firebirds now need to take their own advice. Get some focus going, but we've seen them have some very strong holds just on this initial corner. Hopefully we see it again as they're going to run Baptiste, Roadhog, Moira, Cassidy, Sigma, and Soldier. Where the Carroll Pioneers will be running Winston, Diva, Echo. We've seen Grim Reaper play a great Echo, switching off of Reaper. Silent will be on Cassidy, KTM on Ana, and Space Cake on Mercy.
4 minutes on the clock right away. We see Grim Reaper not playing Reaper, so that might be really good for the Firebirds in that sense. But
we'll see what happens.
We have double hit scan for the Firebirds as well. Donut going Soldier and Lunar Synergy, of course, on Cassidy, so that Echo might not be good. We're going to see a dive right off the bat from the Pioneers. Lot of damage being done. Somebody for the Firebirds, unfortunately, being forced to drop. Donut trying to pepper the backline, get some key picks. Crazy Mage trying to 1v1. Cassidy taking a load of damage right now. Getting picked off by Grim Reaper right off the bat. Lot of damage being done on the Firebirds right now. The Firebirds cannot afford to give them 0.1. But it looks like that might be exactly what happens. Yeah, Psychopreds in the backline trying to do a lot of damage.
Oh, Psychopreds might have just bit off more than he could chew. He's being body blocked and not able to escape there.
It is, I don't understand why Psychopreds pushed in at that point because he had like no health. NECC's getting a pick on Pez. The Diva is so low right now despite the cover. The Diva is still, there we go, D-Mac out of Diva, but we do see that self-destruct. Crazy Mage just narrowly surviving, but being healed back up by Hubbub and NECC. NECC, a lot of Firebirds almost have all of their ults. Donut's about halfway.
And here we go, Firebirds, 5 minutes to hold them. Just about a few more meters, just around the bend here. They're sticking to the high ground right now, but their backline's being domed right now.
Yes, Pez getting a pick on Donut, but we're going to see Psychopaths using that whole hog. Whole hog's going to be good, knocking people around, knocking a lot of the Pioneers around. But we're going to see a counter whole hog from that Echo. Do a lot of the same work, but the Firebirds are going to eliminate just enough of the Pioneers that they're probably going to be forced to back up. Will we see a pick on the Grim Reaper as Echo? Echo gets picked off by Lunar Synergy. There we go. That might be the momentum we need.
Firebirds.
And now downtime.
A little bit of time. We get a little bit of time to breathe as casters. Firebirds once again sticking to that high ground as the Carroll Pioneers are going to have a split push coming in here.
Very, very scary to see right now. The Firebirds, it's very clear that they need to take care of Grim Reaper right away. Grim Reaper being alive is not good, but we're going to see Pez fall right away. Pez very aggressive in the push, but now we're going to see the Amplification Matrix. No clue where that high noon's coming from, but it's definitely not the Firebirds. We're going to see that Diva being shot from the Amplification Matrix, just barely surviving the D-Mech. The Mercy is pocketing the Echo once again for the Pioneers. Donut is going to lay down some fire. They're able to get a pick on Silent and Space Cake. The Diva is almost D-Mech there, but able to survive because of the Winston bubble. And we're going to see Grim Reaper getting picked up by Psychopreds. 3 minutes 30 left on the clock.
Yeah, great job by the Firebirds. We see both the tanks there for the Pioneers, just kind of waiting there, hoping not to be seen. Doesn't seem like they will be. Firebirds now feeling a little bit more comfortable on this point. They've been doing real well. They got 2 ults at their disposal. Psychopreds inching closer to Whole Hog. The Pioneers, 2 ults ready to go at the start of this next fight.
Now we see it, the Grim Reaper trying to push in, and Donut on the other side, trying to use that visor, getting some damage, but not getting any picks yet. Grim Reaper being nanoed, but nobody's there to work with the nano. He's not able to push in. The Firebirds backed up. Now we're gonna see Donut being dived by Grim Reaper. It is very clear that Grim Reaper is threatened by Donut, but there's so much damage being done to Grim Reaper. Lunar Synergy getting the flash grenade on both of those tanks, doing so much damage. Donut switching to a Farah. Crazy Mage having that that graviton flux for Sigma, gonna raise everybody in the air. A lot of they're inching closer. We're gonna see that Sigma ult from the Diva. Diva getting picked on Hubbub and Lunar Synergy. Silent getting picked. That is not good for the Firebirds. They are down in most of their numbers. It looks like they might push it all the way.
Yeah, it does seem like that the Pioneers are going to walk right onto the point here.
And the Firebirds lose map 4. Carroll wins, tying the series 2-2. That is unfortunate to see.
We got a long night of Overwatch ahead of us.
We don't get a break.
Series going into Game 5. Grim Reaper play of the game. This was basically a team wipe here.
It is very clear who the Firebirds need to focus. I think it's very clear that the Pioneers know who to focus, despite all the Firebirds being so strong. Donut having some amazing angles, playing some key players. They're going to have to re-strategize, I think. They're going to have to plan around Grim Reaper because that is the biggest threat. I wouldn't be surprised if the Firebirds decided to go in Ana because Ana's anti-grenade's so good against a Reaper. So,
absolutely. Firebirds going to have to re-strategize here. We're going to another control map. Now, Firebirds have so far. They did win the first control map on Oasis. What does that leave left for us? We're going to see the ban by the Carroll Pioneers in just a second here.
So for control map, we're going to see probably Li Zhang. We might see Ilios. That's the name.
Ilios, that is it. Firebirds. If you're a Firebird, I don't think you're hoping to see Ilios. I don't think we've seen much success on Ilios this season. I'm hoping for Li Zhang Tower, but ultimately, we'll see what happens here. We're waiting on the ban. We'll see if they're the Carroll Pioneers want to take a break. I would assume not after winning 2 maps straight.
I agree.
Waiting on what happens.
I think we're going to take another quick break so both teams can strategize, and we're going to wait for those bans. So we'll be back after a few minutes while the teams get ready. We are back for map 5 of the NECC Emergent Cyan Division Grand Finals. Carthage
Marathon
Firebirds versus
series.
Carroll Pioneers. Battle of Wisconsin. Firebirds coming off very strong on maps 1 and 2, but the Pioneers able to take maps 3 and 4, tying up the series 2-2. Because the Firebirds lost last, Pioneers banned, and the Firebirds decided to choose Li Zhang for the control
Nepal
point.
was banned.
Nepal was banned. We decided to choose Li Zhang. I think that's a good choice. From what I have heard, I don't know the credibility of this, but apparently Carroll did struggle a little bit against Baker on this map, so I'm confident for the Firebirds. So I'm not quite sure. We're going to see some action, though, regardless of what happens. This is an amazing... It's definitely Grand Finals.
Oh,
it's definitely Grand Finals.
We're here for the marathon.
we're getting... We're 2 hours in, but it feels like so much
It feels
longer.
like so much longer.
Oh my god.
Getting vibes back from the R6 land. You might be seeing some exercise in between maps.
We might, but it is electric in the esports arena right now. It is packed to the brim to celebrate this amazing team, regardless of what happens. I believe regardless of what happens tonight, we are still going to nationals.
Yes,
so be on the lookout for
both
this.
Teams are.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting to see. Now we're getting a little bit of the lobby cam there.
Lobby cam. We can see Coach Palmer in the back, along with another associate from the Rainbow Six team, an avid Overwatch fan, discussing strategies. Despite I do know Coach Palmer was there in between maps talking with our team leaders,
I would hope
team
so.
captains.
You know,
Yes,
I mean that's what our coach does. He coaches.
Oh yes, and he does it so well. So I'm confident his pep talk is going to be enough for us to. It's in the job description.
It is. Anyway, let's get some starting lineups real quick. Lucio, Reinhardt, Moira, Cassidy, Wrecking
We're going to see Battle of the Teleporters right here. Both teams teleporting onto site, but the teleporters being missed by the Firebirds. A lot of damage being done right away. We do see a kind of a pinch maneuver here. We do have one of the Firebirds in the back line doing a lot of damage to them. Crazy Mage doing some damage as Ball, taking a lot of damage in the process. There's some, the Firebirds down already to 2.
Yeah, it's not looking great on this initial push by the Firebirds. Crazy Mage able to get back and get healed. Make sure there's no stagger there. Firebirds are going to have to move on for push number 2 as the Carroll Pioneers take control of point. We're seeing no different composition going in, though. Carroll Pioneers stepping it up. They're playing on the momentum right now. They're trying to make things happen. Firebirds trying to put them to a halt. They're getting close to a Moira ult there, Coalescence. Trying to teleport onto point. We got Psychoprez pushing in. Got some initial contact here. Who will get the first pick? Anyone's game right now.
I'm restoring.
There's you see the shatter from not blocked by Psychopreds, and they're able to run in and just do so much damage right now to the Firebirds. A lot of damage being done, and it looks like it's almost a team wipe. Donut is able to escape just barely.
Just barely there. Firebirds. Gonna
Firebirds have a bunch of
couple
ults, though.
ultimates ready. 3.
But so do the Pioneers. So we're going to see dueling Symmetra shields, I bet, which is a map-wide
so
shield.
Confusing. Especially when you got 201s. Really, where can you shoot? Firebirds now going on for the same exact type of push. There's the first Symmetra wall. It's coming from the Carroll Pioneers. And
now they're able to get a pick on Pez right away, and Psychopred's almost at shatter. This might be a huge shatter, especially if they're able to get that shield down. We're going to see the shatter. Huge shatter on the Pioneers. However, Psychopred's falls, and NECC falls, but Grim Reaper is picked off for the Pioneers. So Lunar Synergy in the backline just doing some poke damage as Cassidy. Firebirds are down in numbers, but Lunar Synergy is there, almost getting... Oh, that is so unfortunate to see.
But ultimately, you start to think maybe Lunar Synergy should have fallen back a little quicker there. Firebirds maybe getting a little bit of that mental fatigue. Hopefully they can regroup. Ben defaulting to Farah there. Donut defaulting to Farah.
Now, that's a weird self-destruct there. Not getting anybody, though. But
there we go.
I didn't even notice that the point was secured.
You're seeing it for crowd control there as the Firebirds lose round 1. And the Carroll Pioneers are on a trek right now.
Heartbreaking right now. Firebirds.
Not at all. Lots of series left. Get your energy back, bearded man.
I know.
Let's go here. We got round number 2 coming up. Firebirds gonna take it and tie it up here. We'll be heading to round 3. I guarantee it. You know what? There's my call right now. You will be seeing round 3 here on Lijiang Tower. Firebirds playing Baptiste, Rhine, Mercy, Reaper. We haven't seen Lunar Synergy play really.
We haven't seen a Junkrat. I think a Junkrat is a very good pick there. Very good pick.
We'll be seeing the same composition though by actually Silent will be playing Soldier 76 instead this time. As the Firebirds now move toward point.
Hubbub is there, front and center. Doing a Lunar Synergy, able to do so much damage to that Reinhardt shield. So is Donut. Donut, unfortunately, getting picked off by Pez and Space Cake using a damage orb to get. We're going to see Lunar Synergy try and teleport away, but it wasn't enough. And the Firebirds are going to be just destroyed here.
It's not looking good for the Firebirds on this initial push. They are going to have to regroup as the Carroll Pioneers maybe getting a little too confident going all the way to spawn, but they'll fall back to point, realizing that they did exactly what they needed to. Firebirds now pushing in for push number 2 here. Only 12% off the ticker as the Firebirds begin here. They've got the entire Carroll Pioneer team right to the left of them. Psychoprez going for the block immediately. Lunar Synergy trying to duel it out with Grim Reaper, not quite able to do so there. Not to have some ults for both teams. Pez has a shatter, so we'll see if that comes into play. Donut looking like a Raze player from Valorant there with those Junkrat bombs.
I'm letting you take over play-by-play right now.
I've seen that. We got the Firebirds now taking a different approach. They're going to go from the back line here, but the Carroll Pioneers will meet them immediately. That's a great immortality shield. But now we're going to see a Lunar Synergy take out Grim Reaper before the Death Blossom can do anything. Now we got a beat drop. Ultimate's going really well for the Carroll Pioneers. Pez taken out.
Ton of damage being done. Donut just barely surviving, and there we go, getting enough damage taken. That self-destruct, not able to do anything. Lunar Synergy has Death Blossom right now. Able to get a pick on Space Cake. Able to get a pick on 3 people there. Firebirds are able to get 3 picks there.
Firebirds are able to take point there as they were able to roll through with a great ult by Donut, the captain. Lunar Synergy now has access to Death Blossom, as well as Psychopreds having a shatter. We've seen both those be successful. Grim's gonna try and jump in the back line. Firebirds are all over that.
A lot of damage being done, but Lunar Synergy out Reapers the Reaper. Amazing to see there. Amazing play by Lunar Synergy, and we do still have that Death Blossom ready. We do see the Silent is in the back line, having that high ground. Great line of sight onto the Firebirds right now, and nobody's diving him.
Well, really, we don't really have anyone that can dive him right now, except for Reaper, who is dealing with the other Reaper. And Lunar Synergy's doing a great job.
I told you, there we go. There's
the visor now, but people are going to get out of the way. Psychopreds will fall to Pez. Silent then gets the pick on Lunar Synergy. Firebirds are going to have to fall back a little bit off point as Carroll recaptures.
Once again, Grim Reaper doing so much damage right now to the Firebirds. The Firebirds are being pushed all the way back to their spawn.
There we go. We'll see the Carroll Pioneers then back off after they win their battle all the way to spawn. Firebirds have 4 ults at their disposal, almost 5. They gotta go quick though, as 90% on the ticker there. Sigma will start with an immediate shatter.
A lot of stuff happening here. Awesome. Donut able to get 2 picks, but the Firebirds are still not. The numbers aren't there, and it looks like they're gonna secure map 5.
Alrighty.
Carroll 3-2 in the series. Match point for this next map. Carroll is 1 win away from the division champion.
They are. Pez with the play of the game here. Firebirds on the do or die. They've been here before and they've excelled before. We're going to be heading into game 6, trying to go for a game 7. A great nail in the coffin though play by Pez here to finish that off. Donut tried his best. Not quite enough as the Firebirds head into game 6. I think we'll be back in just another few minutes as we're waiting for some map bans, so we'll be right back.
We are back with a slightly askew camera to map map 6 of the NECC Grand Finals. It's an endurance match right now.
Rally mode.
It is rally mode. The Firebirds are going to come back. It is 3-2 right now in favor of the Pioneers for the series. First 2-4. Match point for the Pioneers. It looks like the Pioneers are going to be banning Numbani, so
it's a good
whatever map.
Pretty successful on Numbani.
We do need a hybrid map.
It's a good thing though that doesn't matter. Firebirds are about to take map 6 no matter what. I guess the fit.
We do have the a good switch. Donut, team captain, playing DPS. However, for this map, we'll be playing tank. He is subbing in on tank for Crazy Mage, and we're going to see DK coming in for Donut on DPS. DK and Lunar Synergy on DPS. Blizzard World is the map of choice. I know that Psychopreds and Donut are going to be a very good duo. Absolutely. Whether or not that's going to be enough for us,
we'll see.
We'll see. I know DK very, very good.
I know it will be.
I still can't. I just can't. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is it for the Firebirds.
Do or die. Hey.
I mean, we got nationals afterwards, but this is. I think we go to nationals. I'm not quite sure how the point system works, but I think because we get into the finals, we are going to probably be in nationals. So, you're just gonna watch the whole game like that?
Yeah. Sorry.
I wish I was in costume.
Do you not know how to rally?
I don't know. How do I? Rallying.
We're
rallying. This is so
shake
weird.
Up the energy somehow.
I just love. You can only see the headphones. You can't see because my beard is hiding it.
Yeah.
They don't call me the bearded man for nothing.
You look literally the same. Should I throw the hood on too?
Yeah.
Go real crazy.
I don't have a hood.
Go over the bucket hat.
We're rallying. Everybody here, I want you to rally with us. Okay? We can do this. Donut on tank is going to be deadly. I know Donut is actually a tank main. So
we'll see what happens here.
Some amazing plays from Donut on DPS, so I'm confident we're going to see some amazing Donut tank. So
I'm absolutely confident. You keep looking at me, and I think it's because you think I look silly, and I don't.
It's called fashion.
It's called fashion.
It's called fashion.
It's called fashion. It's called rallies. Firebirds are ready here. DK coming in.
This is it. This is peak shoutcasting right now.
DK is the senior here on the bench coming in for the Firebirds.
Pretty sure Hubbub's a senior as well.
Well, yeah, Hubbub is. But
Hubbub and DK.
I said the senior on the bench, okay? Hubbub was already starting. I know what I'm talking about. I may not look it, but I do, okay?
Our producer just walked in. Should not know this was happening.
Yeah, this is the rally vibe?
This is it. This is it. I'm confident. We got this. This is it. This is the moment we've been waiting for. Get hyped. Come on. Let's get hyped.
Firebirds going in. Let's not blow out the mic, though. As we've
done several times before on this stream. For those dedicated fans.
I'm waiting for Coach Palmer to look at me for a second.
He's busy right now.
He's busy, but he'll look.
We got two Carroll teams now. For a split second there. Carroll versus Carroll. Okay, now the Firebirds back. Whew. What happened to them? Where'd they go?
I don't know. Hey, they're on defense.
They disappeared into the void.
On defense.
They disappeared. This is what happens when we do endurance games. We just get slap happy, we get silly, and we get hyped. We're hyped. This is so uncomfortable, I swear.
Nah, dude, you gotta do it for the rally. Klein Saucer says blue cheese, and I say, you know what? Red donut. I don't know.
Are you okay?
Dude, this is the energy you gotta have.
I have energy.
Fact, we're ready right now. Donuts is ready. Oh, Klein Sauce is addicted to blue cheese.
Okay. I don't like blue cheese. Do you like blue cheese?
I'm not actually a huge fan. I'll take some
blue
cream
cheese. Is like the worst thing.
Fine.
And we have authority because we are from Wisconsin. So is Klein Saucer probably because Carroll's also in Wisconsin.
Carroll is in Wisconsin.
We have no authority whatsoever.
You know,
the ban was Numbani, so we're going to Blizzard World. Firebirds are really good on Blizzard World, so
here we go.
This is it. Let's see a map 7, Tanner. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm amped. I'm fired up. Are you fired up?
Oh, I'm fired up, baby.
Are you ready to go?
Is that even a question right now?
Oh, I'm so hyped up right now.
All right, Firebirds.
And it's definitely not the energy drinks I drank. We're fired up. We're ready. We're ready to go.
I got the rally chocolate milk coming too. The milkman's here. We're ready to go, baby.
this is gonna make Twitter. I promise you.
I promise you, it's about to go.
I should have worn my tuxedo T-shirt.
It's gonna be there right under Firebirds win first.
Oh, I hope it is. I'm excited in their inaugural season. I hope we get there. I mean, going to the finals is insane. Going to nationals is insane. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Now the Firebirds gonna be running a decently new comp. We're gonna see NECC on Baptiste, of course.
Yes.
Psychopaths on Roadhog.
Of course.
Hubbub on Moira. Lunar Synergy on Cassidy. DK on Torbjorn. And Donut on Reinhardt.
Alrighty.
I'm ready. Pez on Sigma. Little Duck for the Pioneers. Pez on Sigma. Little Duck on Orisa. Grim Reaper on Cassidy. Silent on Widowmaker. That Widow's going to be very, very bad for our backline.
KTM's going to be on Zenyatta. Space Cac on Baptiste. Ultimately, different compositions by each team. We'll see how it works out as we are getting started now. Game 7.
Let's get loud. Let's get hyped. This is it. Moment. Make it or break it for the Firebirds. Will we see a Game 7? Time to find out. Firebirds are gonna be holding right side of the point that Orisa halt. It's gonna be knocking them all over, forcing them to kind of back up. Space Cake healing up that Zenyatta in the backline. We are gonna see Silent taking the high ground with the Widowmaker, trying to get that backline. Psychopaths knows. Psychopaths is ready. Psychopaths is deadly. Psychopaths is ready. Psychopaths not able to get any sort of pick there. But they're going to see a lot of healing coming from Hubbub. We're going to see that Immortality Field being used. Lunar Synergy doing a lot of damage. A lot of Immortality Field. Both are down. So now it's going to be, we're going to see some picks here. Donut getting picked off by KTM right there because he's being amplified. Everybody's doing, both tanks for the Firebirds are down.
And there goes Hubbub now as well.
Hubbub falls. DK's turret falls. DK falls. Lunar Synergy runs away. Retreats, I should say. Tactically retreats with NANCakes. NANCakes getting picked off, though. The Firebirds are going to lose .1.
And that's a great push to start off by the Carroll Pioneers. They're going to have some ults at their disposal right away. Firebirds got a couple almost ready. They're going to try to take high ground first. It'll be a battle on the high ground. It seems the Carroll Pioneers also want to be up there. We'll see how Donut does here on Reinhardt.
Psychopath's getting an early pick on Space Cake. That's going to be good because now the Pioneers have one less healer. However, they have almost all of their ults, minus Transcendence. Firebirds only having 3 ults. Very, very scary right now for the Firebirds right now. We're going to see Pez using that Sigma ult and mixed with a High Noon. Lunar Synergy getting two of the Pioneers using that High Noon. Firebirds are strong right now despite losing .1. Donut trying to rush in but hitting it. That, I think, would be a good call there. I think that was tactical because if he ran in, I don't think that would have been good. Suckerbird's getting a pick at Silent!
There we go.
Oh my god!
To see that. Shut down Silent, you'll shut down the rest of the team, I guarantee it. Firebirds have 2 ults, 3 ults to work with after blowing a couple of them in the last battle. The Carroll Pioneers are about to have 4.
Donut having that shatter, able to get a pick on Pez right away. Whole hog goes up, knocking people around, making sure that you are not able to do it. Lunar Synergy getting Silent, getting Space Cake, getting Donut though, and NANCakes falls, and Sugarbird's falls. It is now just Lunar Synergy, DK, and Hubbub. Hubbub runs away. I wouldn't say run away. It's tactically retreat. The Firebirds could pull this off still before that first point.
So I misspoke on the ult advantage. I have forgotten that in our marathon the Firebirds are now blue. So the Firebirds have ult advantage here. Psychopreds will get discorded there. Donuts can take into the high ground. Psychopreds right behind him. They get the Sigma. They almost got Pez out yet again. They did actually. I did not see it off the screen. We're seeing a fire strike by Donut. He needs to get some heals. There's the immortality field by NANCakes.
We see a High Noon and it gets Silent! The Firebirds are demolishing them!
They're doing a great job. 3 minutes left to hold at this first point on the escort half of the map.
Oh my gosh, this is beautiful to see. Now a lot of ground to cover, a lot of time on the clock. So it is still very far from over. The Pioneers could pull this off in like the blink of an eye. They could have one team fight that just allows them to gain that momentum. Donut having that shatter though, Lunar Synergy having that high noon. We're gonna see a high noon, and it's able to pick off 2 of the Firebirds, but we're gonna see Lunar Synergy using the high noon to retaliate, not able to get anybody. Lunar Synergy falling to the Grim Reaper on Cassidy. DK falling to Grim Reaper once again. Grim Reaper being an issue for the Firebirds, and it looks like the Firebirds are gonna have to give him that first point.
It's a great job by the Carroll Pioneers, but the Firebirds are going to have to now hold with the spawn advantage that they will have. It's also a very close quarters. We've seen the Firebirds take it down to the wire inside this last little spot on Blizzard World. They'll do it again here. 3.5 minutes on the clock, and the fight starts now.
There's an amplification matrix going to be going out from Space Cake, which is going to cause a lot of damage being used. But DK has that molten core still. We might see that very soon.
We might see some crowd control coming in here, but we got 4 more ults at the disposal. Psychopeds goes
there. We go.
Molten core.
Gonna lay down a cover of molten, whatever it is, lava technically, I think. Causing a lot of damage. We're gonna see that dragon though from Silent.
Silent able to create a lot of space there. Firebirds now coming in. There's a high noon. It's gonna get Ryan, and it's gonna get Nancakes again. Firebirds being pushed all the way back to the final leg of the point. Lunar Synergy in the back line, unable to do anything. And we are going to see the Carroll Pioneers go all the way on round 1. Their momentum is strong. The Firebirds are going to have to be stronger as they attack. Carroll Pioneers do a great job keeping about 3.5 minutes on the 2.5 minutes on the clock.
Right in the nick of time, too. I got these glasses on right as we were switching. So, what are your thoughts?
Frankly, the Carroll Pioneers, they're playing well with their momentum. I gotta give it to them. You know, I don't know what counters are to Widowmaker. I don't know what counters are to Hanzo.
A dive comp is a counter to Widowmaker, but...
No, I'm the bearded man.
Oh, you're the bearded man. No, I'm the bearded man.
Firebirds...
How the mighty have fallen.
As we head into round number 2.
I'm gonna wear these sunglasses the whole time.
Firebirds will be playing the same composition, except Lunar Synergy will be on Soldier. Actually, yeah, they've still been picking some characters. Psychopaths will be on Zarya, Hubbub on Mercy. And this is do or die here for the Firebirds. They're getting hype. You see them running around in there.
If the Firebirds are not able to push it to the end of the map, they are out. They're not out. The grand finals, they take second. The grand finals go to Carroll. However, if they're able to push it to the end,
that's what I like to hear.
Extra rounds. Let's get fired up!
Firebirds going for the low push under the staircase.
We do see DK on May. We haven't seen much May from DK. That rhymes.
But here we go. Zarya bubbles herself to avoid some damage. Donut now pushing in. Shield up.
Fire strike going out from Donut, but it's being sucked up by that defense matrix. Gonna be, yeah. Could have done a lot more damage there. But we're gonna see Donut front and center, leading the charge, leading the Firebirds as usual.
Yes, here we go. Firebirds gonna go for a multi-level approach here from the right side.
There's Grim Reaper on Reaper. We're gonna see a fire strike there. Dueling Reinhardt's right there. The May wall is gonna be able to bop him up in the air. We're gonna see Pez getting knocked down. We're gonna see the May doing some freezing. Psychopaths falling to Silent though. Grim Reaper in the background, able to get picked up by Lunar Synergy. Space Cake getting a pick on Donut. And the Firebirds are gonna be pushed back by the Pioneers. DK using that ice block to stall and using that May wall to protect himself.
Firebirds getting hyped again though as they head back in here. We're throwing it back on just so I can hear again. Haven't been able to hear game sound in a while. Now Bearded Man's gonna have the rally equipment going. I'll be back to play.
This is it. This is my peak form.
We're gonna see an ult by Silent. That's not gonna be able to get anyone.
The May block was able to block that charge by Donut. We're gonna see that Blizzard though. DK, when will DK use it? We
It's
might
close
see that
quarter.
that defense matrix though is going to be a big threat to it. DK might use it, and we might see Little Duck just be able to destroy it with that defense matrix. We're going to see Grim Reaper in the back once again, doing so much damage.
Wonderfully done by Grim Reaper. Just being a nuisance, making sure the Firebirds can't put anything together, really. There's a shatter.
We hear a shatter.
And there's
Lunar Synergy's in the back.
We're going to see a beat drop, though. Great stuff as Silence able to take out Lunar Synergy. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. Grim Reaper's going to have an ult now. They'll take care of that.
Psychobirds at full charge as Zarya. We see a shatter, but we're not going to see anybody. But Pez was able to get picked off by the charge. Psychobirds has 4 health. 4! As in 1 more than 3, and there's Silent able to get that pick. A 1v1 Lunar Synergy against Ana. Ana gets picked off. We're going to see Silent on point, and the Diva. Lunar Synergy
nice
laying down some cover fire. Donut falls to Grim Reaper. DK getting picked on Silent, but Little Duck able to pick DK. 60 seconds left on the clock, and it is not looking good for the Firebirds.
It's not, but you know, hey, overtimes are where the best wins come from, so the Firebirds will be pushing forward here. Getting ready to go. 40 seconds left. This will probably be the Firebirds' last push. We'll see if they can make anything of it. They got ults at their disposal. 2, almost 3. Lunar Synergy will be taken out, and NECC Mortality Field down next. Hubbub will res Lunar Synergy. I'm waiting to see that Blizzard by DK.
There we go. We can see the Blizzard, but he's soaked up by the defense matrix.
Wonderful play by the Diva on the opposing team.
15 seconds left on the clock. Firebirds are not at full
Not even
strength.
on point. It is looking tough for the Firebirds. 4, 3, they do make it to the point. Overtime is imminent. They got 1 tick. They're gonna need more than that. And it's gonna be tough as the Firebirds will fall to the Carroll Pioneers, as the Carroll Pioneers will win the NECC Emergents Division Grand Finals. Wonderful game by both teams. Congratulations to the Carroll Pioneers. Firebirds had an amazing season, a great inaugural season. Play of the game will go to Little Duck. Using the bongo that won't be there in Overwatch 2. I was playing the beta earlier today. The spear is much more
Must
fun.
be nice. I don't have the beta, despite me having so many hours of this game. Didn't have enough time to watch streams, so I didn't get it. Donut blocking 28.715 28,000 damage, basically. Yeah. Almost 29,000 using that Rhine shield. Grim Reaper getting 73% of the kill participation for the Pioneers. Grim Reaper.
Yes, Grim Reaper and Silent. DPS extraordinaires. I'm torn between the two. I think, you know, ultimately I'm going to give my finals MVP vote to Grim Reaper. I think he did a great job tonight. Great job, Han Reaper. The name is suiting. Heartbreaking, though, of course. Heartbreaking, of course. We are going to take a quick 30 seconds so we can get the interview set up for our post game, our last one of the Overwatch season. So we'll be right back.
We are back for the the post-game interview for the grand finals. Carthage Firebirds falling to the Carroll Pioneers 4-2. Firebirds coming off very, very strong, annihilating the Pioneers maps 1 and 2, but the Pioneers coming back for maps 3 through 6.
3 through 6 there.
Amazing season from this team. The fact that we went from last place to first place and gave Carroll such a difficult time for the grand finals is an achievement in itself. Amazing plays. Joining us for the post-game interview are the team captains for the Firebirds Overwatch team, Donut to my left and Nancakes to my right. Some amazing players. We saw Donut playing both DPS and tank, being a phenomenal Reinhardt for Blizzard World. Amazing team to see. Heartbreaking defeat, but I believe we're still on the national championship for the Emergents division. Qualified for it. So, what are your thoughts right now, Donut?
It's a tough one. It's a good one though, right? If it's a sweep, you don't learn much either way, right? If you just roll them, or if you just get rolled, like you don't have much to look back on. You don't have much to improve on, right? Like this is a very close game. We went into it. We knew it was going to be a very close game. We didn't really know too much. We just decided like we have to play the way we have to play, and ultimately, I think we just got in our heads a lot, and we just really couldn't come back from getting our heads right. Once they got the momentum, I feel like everything just kind of went downhill and just didn't know how to turn.
I agree. What are you thinking of Nancakes?
I'm thinking like the same thing. Kind of, we were really strong in the beginning, and then kind of just after they got it, we were just kind of slowly going down a little bit there. But we played the best we could, I think.
Yeah.
That's what matters the most.
Yeah. Well, and we have struggled with that mind game. We have that potential. We have shown that potential. So, beating the undefeated team, Concordia, Wisconsin, last week 3-1, that I'm calling a championship. I'm not calling that a championship. I'm calling that a win. It's an achievement in our inaugural season. Being led by two amazing captains coming from the bottom seed all the way to the finals is an amazing achievement that no other team can say that they've done. So amazing job to you two. You've led an amazing team thus far for this season, and hopefully we can improve before the national championship. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thanks for. You got anything else? Really?
Not really. I think that
I got nothing else. I think that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for watching all season long. Signing off one more time. I'm Tanner.
The Bearded Man. Be sure to follow all of our social medias at Carthage Esports. We have League of Legends B playing tomorrow night in their grand finals at 6 p.m. And Rocket League A having their grand finals on Sunday at 1:30 p.m. As well as the Wisconsin Rocket League tournament going on Saturday.
That's a LAN. So Milwaukee School of Engineering.
Yes. So amazing. Keep an eye out on our social medias for all of that. Thank you so much, so much for tuning in. Just being here shows so much support to all of our players and keeps us wanting to do it again and again, day after day. So thank you so much for tuning in. And with that, I think that is it for us. So it's been real. Tanner and Bearded Man signing off. Have a nice night.